now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
You ever wanted to come into a sports bar where the barkeeps know their game? Well, the Jeff Beecham Network, Multiverse of Media, has got a production just for you. Sit down and relax as the Stat Boy and his partner break down the statistics in all things sports. Whether it's football, basketball, motorsports, baseball, hockey, soccer, professional wrestling, mixed martial arts, boxing, and much, much more. All are welcome. Your barkeeps here keep you up to date and in the know of everything going on in sports, while also having a pleasant conversation about it all. Your host and owner of the bar, Stat Boy Mike. His partner in crime, Dory Lou. And a host of other guests coming in. The food's hot, the seats are warm, the drinks are ice cold, and the sports talk is plentiful. City 18 Studios presents Stat Boy Sports Bar. Take a bar stool and enjoy the show.
The following program contains strong language that is not suitable for young children. Viewer discretion is advised.
The Jeff Beecham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
JJ, Jeff, you want to kick this thing off? Because I'm still trying to process everything here.
Yeah, it's like,
who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first?
Well,
Come on in. It's open mic night with your host.
you could maybe say there's really 4 topics, but it's split into 6.
The Renegade, JJ Williams.
The Sammy and Eddie Kingston thing, which one's the better smelling turd?
And his panel of co-hosts.
I am the founder. We'll call me that for today since we're going with the Jeff Jarrett love theme here this week, according to JJ.
The West Coast Professor, Jeff Meecham.
Karma is karma is karma.
That's professional wrestling! Damn it!
The Simple Man, Noah Foster.
It's showtime! Yeah! How you doing, JJ? How you doing, Jeff?
James.
Yeah. And the He-Man, James Hebert.
Imagine Bill Burr, Joe Rogan, Paul White, the Baldies! There you go! It sells itself!
God.
Get in there!
Short his ass and shit the bed.
He's not Amber Heard.
Give it time, JJ, give it time.
Now, I'm sure Jeff has some stuff that...
Dumb move. Just don't pull this bullshit again. You get one.
So Tony needs to stop caring about the ratings.
Bradshaw said as long as the ads are in place, we're not going to lose that third hour.
Ring of Honor does not have to be AEW Live. They don't necessarily have to coexist with each other. We kind of saw that tonight to a degree.
Along with a panel of guests.
He is no
longer glorious. Don't you bring that up. You want me to rant about what my NXT used to... No, we are done here for the night. I swear, James.
Because you never know who may show up for open mic night.
I leave our company in the capable hands of an extraordinary group of superstars, employees, and executives.
The first thing that came to my mind was, it's about damn time.
Amen!
I literally touched everybody in the state's trash. It's horrible, you guys.
Peyton's new thing is Dennis the Menace, but it's funny because she calls it Dentist the Medicine. And
that's great.
When Elliot Taylor came out and did Born for Greatness live, I was popping my pussy, having a great time. I didn't care. I was having so much fun.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Fuck Bill Belichick.
Thing. We ended on wrestling, and then you bring in that shit. That's just how the fan goes off the damn rails. Brilliant, bloody brilliant.
We're here.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome once again to the Saturday Night Shenanigans that are Open Mic Night. I, of course, am your host and moderator, the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Saturday evening on this Forbidden Door Eve, if you will. Let's not take too long here. Let's go ahead and start to bring in the panel. First and foremost, the man whose name is right here on the marquee, the West Coast Professor Jeff Meacham in the house.
Yes, and as I went to the latrine to prepare myself for the show, my glasses fell off my face of the thing where the frames got skewed. So I get to wear my sunglasses at night tonight just so I can see y'all.
All right.
Yeah, wearing the ECW and in tribute of the fallen wise man, because goddamn it, they did Paul wrong last night.
They did indeed.
He sold like a boss though. Tell you what, he took a beat down. So good for the wise man.
Absolutely. And just forewarning for the chat room and for our other panelists.
Yes.
Jeff is already tired of your shit because he done fucked up his glasses. So
I fucked up my
be on your
glasses.
best behavior.
I may or may not have poured a little something extra into my Coca-Cola bottle. So throwing that out there now. And also in honor of Paul Lee, New York style pizza. So there you go.
There you go.
We are on our shit tonight, kids. And I'm tired of yours. You've been more than now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, a certain boss once said that you can't start a fire without a spark.
This is true.
Apparently, Noah is going to be dancing in the dark here with us. Simple Man, how are we doing this evening?
I'm tired.
Very simply put.
That's it. As he do. Okay.
I'm going to try and stay awake watching wrestling.
That's okay. Noah's going to ring out the worst Rocky Horror callback in history if I keep the alcohol intake up. So I'm going to be good for now. But toward the end, it's going to be one of those smiles so we can see you, Noah. But not yet. Not yet.
Well, Noah, are you so tired that we shouldn't even throw out the if people super chat, you'll turn the light on shtick?
Yeah.
Because if you're that tired, then I won't throw that out there. But
I appreciate it.
Okay. So he is that tired. So we won't fuck with him too much.
No.
However, his color analyst in all things AEW, we will fucks with greatly. What is going on, James?
I'm just like Noah. I'm tired.
You have lights on, so you're not.
I do have lights on. Yeah, I just woke up literally minutes before to do this show.
That's okay. James must have known he's going to take Noah's brunt of the fucks with because he's already wearing a Bruins hat in my room. So I mean, Jesus Christ.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, they didn't fucking win the Stanley anything, so you know.
That's right. The only Stanley
the only player worth a damn that did a goddamn thing was Charlie Coyle on that team, by the way. With the rest of that fucking team didn't do anything to score a point.
The only Stanley awarded in Boston this year was the salesman that sold the most Stanley cups in that company. So other than that, not so much.
That's true.
Anyway, and those things are expensive. So if you sold the most, you deserve your bonus because goddamn those things is pricey. Go to fucking Walmart, get one of those things for $15 and you're good. Like, ooh, it's fancy. Like, no, it's a fucking it's a tumbler cup. Like, slow your roll, people.
They pissed it.
They did. It must have like the P of the gods from Athens or something to make it that special. It's like
exactly.
It's a thermos, fuckers. Like, oh man, I'm already on one night. Here we go. This is gonna be a good show. Jesus.
Well, we do have one more panelist to bring in. James or Noah, did either of you message the other person?
I did. Didn't hear anything.
I did as well.
Okay. If we haven't heard anything, then kind of is what it is. But if he pops in, he does. Just like this man, Field, is popping in to join us.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Josh Mansfield.
No.
See, we got to make sure he's right up here in between the two of us so that we could just pop.
I'm back, bitches.
Oh, no. Things are going good. You're going to get melted. No.
And remember, everyone, make sure you super chat to both of these excellent gentlemen's channels so we can reach the donation goal to make Mr. Noah Foster down there join Chase U.
That's right. That's the thing.
I don't know if I would have gone down that particular path this evening knowing the mood Noah's in, but we appreciate the support and trying to get the super chats. And yes, please feel free to super chat tonight, everybody. We do not have a set run sheet formats for tonight.
No.
So we are going to open the floor to your questions.
There you go.
You can try to submit one without a super chat, but it's going to have to be something really good to get pulled up onto the screen. However, you could super chat the stupidest question in the world, and because it's super chatted, we will address it.
That's right. Just fair warning
like every other social media says, this is how we make our money. We're working here, bro.
That's right.
So, super chat if you want acknowledgement. In order to get the ball rolling, I will throw the one question up that Kevin submitted.
Yes.
A freebie. Don't get used to it, but it's the only one that's come in so far. So, do you think Paul Heyman had padding to take those bumps last night? He looked a little bit bigger than normal. That's always possible because you got to figure Paul is up there in age.
Yeah.
He's definitely past 50. I'm not sure if he's past 60. I can Google that real quick and find out.
Yeah.
And he was never really trained as a wrestler. He was always a manager. He's 58. So he's not quite 60. So it's very possible that he had his suit stuffed with a little something to make it a little bit easier. But that's also maybe why they did the triple power bomb for a little bit added control in the drop.
But his face is why I think wrestling should qualify for an Emmy and why Paul should win one every damn year.
Amen.
Because that man legitimately deprives himself of sleep when he knows he's going to get into some shit. He literally is a method actor. It's crazy. And I know, and this is how mad I was at myself and why I've been trying to stay awake all day and stay active, because I dozed off during SmackDown because I was that exhausted from my week. And, the Garcia twins don't mess around with alcohol, so Friday was a long day after being out with those girls Thursday. Good grief. Jesus Christ. Brie mode was in effect when they got off the plane. God damn. Anyway, when I finally did get to watch SmackDown back, first of all, seeing Paul in the condition he was in, it was like, oh man, he's taking a bump or he's getting beat up or something. As soon as they went out there to the ring, I was like, oh man, this is bad. And then Jacob came out. Oh no. I wasn't convinced something truly bad was going to happen until they brought out the Ulafala. I'm like, oh, they got the thing. And Paul's reaction was just the stuff of legends on that. And when he refused to acknowledge Solo's tribal chief, I'm like, he is going to get his shit kicked. And I always envisioned that Roman would return as a babyface. That was kind of a given considering the direction they've gone here. But to have the beat down of Paul Heyman be one of the main catalysts is just extraordinary to me. Paul Heyman has reached that point where he's like Flair. Like he's like before all the allegations and drama came out, it's like Vince. He would come out, no matter how much of an asshole, notorious, legendary heel he was, you're cheering for the guy when he comes out there because he's so-and-so. Paul's that guy now, which is funnier than hell to me as long as I've been watching. So they had to have something cataclysmic to drive this new bloodline over the edge of being true crazy, true chaos. And the beatdown of the wise man was definitely the way to go. I hope they gave him some padding because he took that table like a champ.
Yeah.
They had a tough time getting him up in the air, you could tell.
Oh yeah.
So
I think he had a tough time like holding himself up for it.
Well, the thing is, like Jay said, Paul's not a classically trained wrestler. He's just not that guy.
No.
So
and he hadn't taken a bump in years.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing I can remember him taking something to that effect, I think, was the F5 in 2003.
Yeah, and
there may have been another one along the way, but nothing to that degree.
Didn't the Dudleys put him through a table?
They might have
in WWE CW.
Not in ECW, no.
Not WCW because they were already in TNA by the time that all got started because they were at One Night Stand, the first one, and then they bounced for TNA.
That's true.
Yeah. They
but when he was GM of SmackDown? Or were they still separated during that?
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. They came to SmackDown in the trade to get Triple H back when that whole draft lottery went down. And Paul quit being GM, quit WWE as far as manager because he was drafted to Eric Bischoff's Raw. So by the time he came back to TV, he was with the Dudleys for that awful concrete crit bullshit to the Great American Bash. So as far as that goes, I don't think the Dudleys ever put him through a table. I know toward the end of his GM run, I remember Cena and Benoit like attacked him with soap. I remember that. And I remember the Undertaker tombstoning them on the last show. Yeah, on the last show before the draft where he was quote unquote drafted to Raw. So I don't anyway, even still, even if his most recent bump like that was in the early part of the 2000s, we're still looking at 20 years between that kind of shit happening. I saw a post that, we always talk about the Mount Rushmore of wrestling and there's categories. I don't think Paul Heyman is in a category anymore. I think he's on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling, period, at this point. He's just that important to the industry.
Yeah.
And he we haha about R-Truth being a national treasure, protect at all costs. Protect Paul Heyman at all costs.
Well, Roman's
that guy.
now.
Well, no. I told my dad this morning right over here. The roar when Roman returns to respond to this dirty deed is going to be epic.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be loud.
So I saw this posted. I forget if it was on Twitter or Facebook, but I think it needs to be said. Paul Heyman went from being, a kid sneaking in the back of Madison Square Garden to take pictures for Vince Sr. to last night main eventing segment in Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy? Hustling his way into the Garden by bullshitting Mr. McMahon on a phone call to being in the main event segment and the show went off the air with the image of Paul Heyman down and out.
Yeah.
Not bad over a 40-something year span.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Heyman, apart from when he was doing WWE's ECW and before he screwed RVD to give the title to Big Show, when was the last time Paul Heyman was a babyface and got that kind of a babyface pop in a WWE ring? I popped my ass off. I marked the fuck out, bro, watching it from here. And you, JJ, like, I don't know which pop was bigger, the Usos super kicking Roman or Paul Heyman telling Solo to F off.
Paul, with all respect to Jimmy and Jay, that was a Garden reaction that Paul got.
To answer your question, I think the last time he got a babyface pop like that would have been the last time he was at the Garden, where he had that ECW invasion in 05 against Bischoff and the Raw Crusaders, which was also a crazy goddamn pop.
I disagree. For about 2 minutes when he came out to Cult of Personality before he started talking.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
When he came out in 14, it was like, oh shit, he's getting. Oh, it's Paul. Oh, that's okay. Still, he's still. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, fuck. It went in a hurry, but for that couple moments, it was like, oh, he's doing the thing.
Yeah, that's true too.
He wasn't wrong on that promo because the fans did ultimately play a part of that. So anyway,
it was the only way they were gonna handle that situation in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And they still didn't, because they still cheered for him until he finally signed with AEW. And even then, they were still cheering for him. And then they popped the fucking roof off when he came back. So,
right. In the moment, I admitted I was wrong, and JJ got his favorite moment.
It's a beautiful thing.
So we received a super chat from Emmanuel.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. We love you for that. He says, a topic from Steven Larson. I guess that's another podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Money in the Bank wrestlers that should have won. He would like for each of us to give 2. That way it can be top 10.
Oh, I like that. That's a great way to divide it.
From each panelist.
Okay.
That way we end up with 10. I will go first here. I'm going to say Natalya.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say AJ Styles. Specifically AJ Styles in the year that Otis won it.
Yes, golly.
Or you could even have him in the year that Baron Corbin won it.
Right.
Natalya should have taken it over Nikki ASH or over Carmella. That's personal feeling for me. I have no ill feelings against Nikki ASH or Carmella, really. But Natty should have been the inaugural one. Josh, goes to you next.
So I'm going to go with see, this is AJ It's hard to think, to be honest. I think
Josh is using the list because he was still a wee lad when they started Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that's true.
Right or wrong, Muckerfather?
You're not.
Okay, thank you. Okay, all right.
You're not Father Mucker.
I mean, I got one if he's thinking. But
I am thinking, but I don't want you to steal mine.
We got to pick two, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
two. And you don't have to do male and female, because trust me, the male go back almost 20 years.
Yeah.
There's more males than there are females. While you guys were talking about the other thing, I was looking at all the matches and I'm like, where do I really see an inconsistency?
Right.
And that's where I went for that. Go for it, Josh.
This is Money in the Bank 2019. Yeah. And that one should have been won by, and no, I'm not sorry, Mustafa Ali. You should have just grabbed that briefcase as it was. Screw Lesnar. That should have been won by a certain Prince Finn Balor.
Oh, come on. Beatbox Brock was funny as fuck.
Yeah, it was.
I do not give two flying fucks if Beatbox Brock was fun. It was a fucking annoying seeing him win. Almost as annoying as Theory winning.
To be fair, to be fair to Josh, they could have just had Paul Heyman bring around the briefcase so that way he could still do Beatbox Brock. But
Again, Brock didn't need it, and it was almost as bad as when Theory won it. And I like Theory.
I wouldn't go that far. I agree Brock didn't need it. In comparison, I would compare it to when Cena won it. Because Cena was freaking in the midst of Super Cena-dom. He didn't need a briefcase to get a title shot. He's John fucking Cena.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Just like he's Brock fucking Lesnar.
No, but his friends needed him to win so he could get that facial reaction. That was great.
Fair enough.
Conceded, but I'm just saying as far as comparison to not needing it.
Okay.
remember that? Remember in the Money in the Bank, he almost killed fans with the ladder? I do. He was too excited. He's like pushing the ladder at the fucking ladder.
Shit was crazy.
Into the crowd, dude.
And I'm gonna, for my second pick, I'm gonna go all the way back to the last Money in the Bank to be held at WrestleMania. The first WrestleMania I watched after I became a wrestling fan, WrestleMania 26, 2010, won by the All-American Jack Swagger.
Yep.
Dear heavens, why? That should have been won, if not by Kofi, by Drew McIntyre.
Yep. Yep, that was his year.
Considering Drew was originally supposed to face The Undertaker that year at WrestleMania before they went to do Streak versus Career. That's been confirmed by Taker.
Not that we're complaining about that, by the way.
And quite honestly, they should have been giving him Drew something at that year, I think. He was on the rise and they did nothing.
And his spot at that Mania was falling. And his only big spot in that Money in the Bank match that year was falling dick first onto the top rope from the ladder.
Right.
Everyone shut the up and sit down!
Nice.
Yes,
Well,
okay, go ahead.
I didn't press that as producer, man.
Everybody's talking over JJ.
That is true. I wasn't trying to.
I know. That's why I had Thea told you all shut the fuck up and sit down.
That's true.
JJ, please make your point.
All I was going to say is I may be in the minority, but I liked Swagger as Money in the Bank.
I think I would have liked it had the cash in not happened so fast because his world title reign was the drizzling shits.
That's their booking. That's not on him.
Right. No, I'm not saying it is on him, but we didn't have time to appreciate and absorb him as Money in the Bank because he was already champion by Friday.
He was technically supposed to become champion on Monday, that Monday before, but Cena pulled a Cena and said no.
And he was right to do so, by the way, because
No,
yeah,
I don't think either world champion should have lost that soon. I think world champion Chris Jericho needed a little bit more of a run time. And, I'm not going to say, could Jack Swagger have been a WWE champion beating Cena in that way? I don't think Jake was ready for it. I really don't. He should have been one of those guys that carried it for a minute.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because when he got the title, it was like,
I agree with you there, but I liked him as winning the briefcase and then getting the belt. I don't have the issue with Swagger as champion that a lot of people do.
Okay.
I do feel it could have been booked better.
Oh,
I never dispute that.
Yeah.
But I don't have the issue with him as champion that so many other people do.
Well, here's the thing, Jay. It was
Buy the shirt.
his
Please,
people.
God, buy it.
Well, please, God, buy that shirt. That shirt hasn't sold a fucking unit. It upsets me. I have put it on my Christmas list this year. Just somebody to fucking buy it for me. Anyway, damn. Just so I can wear the mucker feather on the air. Now, you had Swagger as champion, poorly booked. You had Dolph as one of the chasers who got concussed beyond recognition. I know how that feels. And then you had Alberto, who was just such a wishy-washy either way. Nobody liked him as a babyface, and as a heel, he lost steam already, even with our buddy Ricardo doing his thing. So it was a triple threat of no throughout that whole late spring, early summer before Money in the Bank or Fatal Four-Way, and we had hang on. No, I'm not. Well, you.
No, you're right.
No. He's right in that it was the wrong year because it was 2013 with Dolph that he got the concussion. So I'm sorry, I'm confusing my years. But 2010, you had Swagger booked as champion, and I take that back, Josh. You're right. He had no real anything of substance as champion. It was getting to Fatal Four-Way, Mysterio winning the title, Kane winning Money in the Bank, and cashing in to become champion that really ignited that world championship that summer because you had the Undertaker program with Kane. It was just so.
Yeah.
The match, like I said, if you had it was a good thing they had a good story with Kane and Undertaker and why that story was so significant. But Jack Swagger as champion was only truly significant in the annals of history because it got us to Ray and it got us to Kane Undertaker reigniting. And that's my main problem with it. There was no really oomph with Jack himself as champion. Not Jack's fault, WWE's fault.
Good, because if I'm correct on this, stat people he's the world heavyweight title defenses he had were triple threat with Edge and Jericho on SmackDown, at Extreme Rules versus Randy Orton, where they had him kick out of the RKO, which
that's true.
What? At Over the Limit against The Big Show, and then finally losing it in a Fatal Four-Way to Rey Mysterio at Fatal Four-Way.
Yeah.
So that's 4 world title matches?
Yeah, give or take.
So,
I mean, even if you want to like Swagger as the Money in the Bank holder, the issue comes in where it still should have been McIntyre, considering he was literally pegged as the chosen one, not even months prior. If that wasn't a factor, I'd be like, yeah, okay, go with Swagger. But Swagger didn't have the heat on him that Drew had at that time in his career. He was on fire, and then they were slowly cooling him off. For what reason? Nobody freaking knows. I'll still never get it.
Especially because if they would have kept the heat on him and kept going, he probably actually would have been the one to break the streak.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Jeff, what are your thoughts on it? And just a heads up, I am still here. I just brought my dinner plate, so don't want to eat on camera.
No, I'm in my own studio. I'm gonna eat on camera, be that guy if I want to finish my pizza. So if y'all don't like me eating on camera, feel free to super chat and get me a speedier delivery service for food. Otherwise, fuck off. Whatever, I don't care. I'm going back and looking. The first thing I would have done is I would have not been so Money in the Bank wise, I would have not been so itchy against Anderson or Kennedy and let him hang on to it, and not just assume the worst about this the need to suspend. I get it. The timing was just not good, but have little faith. And it ended up being nothing. Yes, we got Edge Undertaker out of it, which ended up being an epic rivalry. But I think Ken Anderson got jobbed the fuck out of himself on that. It was awful. He would have been a phenomenal Money in the Bank Money in the Bank holder. So let me just say that right off the top. I personally would have gone with Shelton winning it at least once in all those matches and moments he had in Money in the Bank.
The first five.
So Shelton in there somewhere. Even if he doesn't win the title, just have him somewhere along the way. As far as the ladies, because I do want to have one female, one male, even though I don't have to. I really think that I definitely agree it should not have been Asuka. And considering the way they ultimately outed out of that with Becky's pregnancy basically being the cash-in, because Asuka got the belt as a result, which is like, okay, I mean, you gotta move the show along. I get it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have gone with Asuka that year. I honestly would have gone with Shayna Baszler because of she should have been the one to beat Becky if Becky was. I don't even know how much they knew at WrestleMania when they did those tapings, how much they knew about her pregnancy at that point. I would have had Shayna Baszler.
I don't think they knew shit about her pregnancy until the 11th hour. Is my theory.
Well,
and I think it was because, pandemic happened. I'm gonna get pregnant and go.
Well, no, not even that. It's like they had the match with Shayna inside the empty warehouse before they created the Thunderdome or whatever the fuck. But considering they announced that she was pregnant either the Raw after or the one after that, she was pregnant during the match with Shayna, which is scary to think about for little Rue. Just saying. Shit could have happened. So I would have gone with Shayna Baszler in that instance. And I honestly think as we sit here now with Shayna Baszler again appearing at Bloodsport on July 28th, which we're going to have coverage of.
Yeah.
They still haven't figured out what the fuck to do with this badass fighter. Let her be the edge, lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike with one of her strikes, or a Cochina clutch. God, I can't even say it. I'm so fucked up. Because my tongue's all tied from the pizza sauce. It did that.
Kira clutch or something.
Yeah, that one.
Kira Fuda.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Karen Futile clutch. No, wait, that would be for Chelsea Green and Piper. Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Josh has gone to the Octa's only dogs and hear him laughing, so don't mind him.
Is that like Tamagotchi Naruto?
Yes.
No.
Who?
Josh was dad and yesterday.
Tetsuya Naito. He's butchering.
We were doing something predicting yesterday, and Naito came up, and JJ called him Tamagotchi Naruto.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who Naito is, first of all?
No.
New Japan guy.
Okay, fair enough. He's challenging Moxley tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's the first part of it. Do you know what a Tamagotchi is?
Vaguely, I think I remember.
What is it?
Isn't it like a little old handheld little game thing you tried to keep alive or whatever?
Pocket Pet. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then do you know what Naruto is?
The anime.
Oh, Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say it right with my SoCal American accent. Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, whatever.
Naruto.
So anyway, when we were predicting, simply predicting Forbidden Door yesterday, we were going through that match so fast, and JJ was unaware at the moment how do you say Naito's first name? I apologize.
Tamaguchi.
No, not Tamaguchi. Their actual first name.
Oh, Tetsuya. Sorry.
God damn. Tetsuya Naito challenging John Moxley. JJ was unaware who we were talking about. So, wait, who is this Tamaguchi Naruto? Everybody in the room fell out laughing.
Dude,
because we all know who he means. We all know who he means.
I couldn't believe my ears. I was like, I still can't believe my ears. I'm like,
So JJ pulled a me.
he made up a whole new person.
He did.
It's tremendous.
They need to market the fuck out of that. They need to find a way for New Japan to market Naito style Tamaguchi pets now to fucking sell at New Japan shows.
The difference is I completely knew what I was doing. I Chuck Taylored that shit.
He did. He Chuck Taylored the fuck out of it.
And I'm not talking Chuck Taylor, Orange Cassidy's best friend. I'm talking my stepdad, Chuck Taylor. I'm telling you.
Yes, exactly.
I hear his finishing maneuvers, the Tamaguchi barrage. Sorry. Naruto reference.
Anywho.
No relation.
All right, James, it's on you. Who are your two?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot we're still doing the show here.
Still got James and Noah to do this one.
Okay, well, mine are quick. 2010, I love Punk, but it should have been Christian. Christian was the one that everybody wanted to win. Everybody wanted to win the minute he came back. He should have won the minute he came back, and instead he was given the consolation prize of not so pretty platinum.
You mean 09, right?
Platinum.
Yeah, I was going to say 2010 Christian didn't win.
That was Swagger 2010.
As well as
I'm sorry, 2009.
2009, yeah.
Yeah, 09. And then to think of a female, who was in the first Money in the Bank? Because I don't think Carmella should have ever been that one.
You mean James Ellsworth?
Yeah, that. Who was a?
It was Mella, Becky, Charlotte, Natty, and Tamina.
Nah.
See, I said Natty for that one.
Oh, you said Natty.
Yeah, he
Okay,
could have
they
won
already
another
picked that.
time, but Tamina, I feel bad she never won anything besides the tag titles.
That's fair. They really, I mean, to be fair, they couldn't really do much of anything because of what her father did. Unfortunately, it is kind of is what it is there, which is stupid. But you know,
I agree, but
let's see. I'm struggling to think of females, so I'll probably just go male. There was the one Del Rio one. I thought that should have gone to Riley. I think Riley was the person that should have won that because bullshit aside, I know he had like beef in the back or whatever, but I mean, come on. Like, it was so trivial. It was trivial at best. He should have definitely gotten that briefcase, I think. He was on his way up after the Miz program, and then they just, like, cut his legs out from under him. Like, I think it should have been him. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately. If the rumors are to be believed. But to be fair, I think both recently of all fucking times, Riley, even though Riley still hates his guts, I think even Cena's like admitted, like, yeah, there might have just been a disconnect, to be honest. And it probably was.
Considering he would have won it the year after Miz won it, like it would have been a good story there too.
Yep.
Because Miz could have been trying to get it for 2 years in a row, and then bam, the former protege eclipses him, takes it. You could even have a rivalry over the briefcase. I mean, it's not like we never saw briefcase change hands in a match before.
Right.
So they could have actually had a little bit of a rivalry and defended it as a championship at the next pay-per-view.
Right.
You know, as epic as the story of Mr. Money in the Bank Edge became, it would have been a cool wrinkle to have Matt Hardy win it on Raw Homecoming to see if they would have done fucking anything with Matt Hardy.
Yes.
Like, seriously.
Yeah, true.
It took Matt going completely, literally batshit crazy to get a legitimate world title on that boy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, man, and again, I'm not advocating necessarily for Matt Hardy to be the WWE champion, World Heavyweight Champion in 05, 06, because if we're being honest, his entire return run was based on the fact that his woman fucked somebody else. And that's not exactly a great starting point, but
no.
I think if he'd won the briefcase from Edge and shoved it up his ass, that would have been a better way to go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, okay, let's think about this. Let's keep history the same. Let's keep Edge with the briefcase. Let's have Edge cash in at the Chamber, you know, the New Year's Revolution like he did after the Chamber match. If Edge is going to lose it in 3 weeks, why not lose it to Matt? And then have Matt lose it back to Edge. And then it could go back to the whole Cena thing like it did, but like...
Have Matt lose it back to Edge at New Year's Revolution instead of that throwaway nonsensical match between him and Flair.
Mm-hmm.
If I may, if we're keeping history the same, then we'd have to have Matt winning the Rumble because Edge beat Matt in the Loser Leaves Raw match, so Hardy was on SmackDown to begin with after that match.
But they didn't really do anything with him on SmackDown, did they?
Nope.
No.
I know, but that's if JJ said we're keeping history the same there, unless we're not having that match happen.
Well, but nothing really happened with Matt, I don't think, until the MVP program, which was over a year and a half later.
Fair enough.
So, and MVP and Matt only happened, in my personal opinion, because MVP finally won the last match against Benoit. Benoit moved to ECW, was supposed to be ECW champion, and then the last weekend in June happened. So, you know, I had a great show concept. I'm probably going to go through with it. Butterfly effect. If one thread is pulled, what happens? That's like my Throwback Thursday show here, starting hopefully next week. I'm working on that in my head still. But you pull that one thread. If it happens here, then what happens? Because especially in professional wrestling, you pull one thread, everything goes fucking sideways.
Yeah.
So
Sideways. Sorry.
It does.
You're right.
Transformers, I like
Just
that.
like we're talking about how pulling these different threads in Money in the Bank, how things would have gone completely different.
That's true.
Yep.
Also, really quick before we get to Noah, I'm going to change my Balor pick, and I'm going to go and pick one of our ladies. Trish should have won last year. You cannot change my mind. Thank you, Trish.
Yeah, it'd be good.
See, even I can't say that with conviction, and that's my girl. I
was gonna say I liked Io as Money in the Bank. I thought she was a good holder of it.
She's another one of those. She was a better briefcase holder than she was a champion, at least for my money. I think Trish would have been a ridiculously fun at the stage of her career, but it's like if she cashes in and wins, it's like it's again. There's a lot of back and forth that the conversation can go. I just don't see it being as viable as it. Goddamn, already, holy crap! As viable as it became with Io having the championship, and then Bayley going after her, and then having Rhea and her reign continue. So
that's true. That's true.
All right, Noah, bring us home, good sir. I'm curious to know what you think on this one.
There really aren't any qualified women building up as stars outside the winners besides Natalya, who should have won in the first place. That really deserves the moniker Money in the Bank. Yeah. Build stronger women superstars, and maybe I'll give a fuck more. As far as men, Chris Jericho, he's the guy that brought the idea in the first place. The fact he never won it still surprises me. I argue he probably should have won it the year of John Cena. You already named my other one, Shelton Benjamin. Human highlight reel, a guy highly underrated, never became the world champion. Money in the Bank was the best option to do that.
Yeah, oh man. Yeah, Jericho is a shout because 08 would have been that could have been a crazy year for him. I love Punk winning the belt, but at the same time it's like I didn't do anything with him, so I feel like Jericho having that would have been
so. Yeah. Punk winning the second year, I'm here for all day. 2009 winning CM Punk, and then the cash in on Jeff and the slow burn to the dark side, fucking beautiful. Yeah. 2008 world champion Punk getting bitched out by Legacy and not even defending the title in the scramble. That was horse shit. Justifiably pissed off Second City Saint there. So if Jericho wins that year, then yes, we don't necessarily get the heel turn. Although heel turning while having the briefcase is not a bad idea either.
Yeah, true.
Again, Mr. Money in the Bank, Chris Jericho, still being Y2J. Everything else stays the same. He still referees Batista Shawn. He still gets irked. He still throws Rebecca through the TV. He still becomes Nick Bockwinkel. And then he cashes in to become the world champion. Fuck me, that's great storytelling.
Oh, yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah, like Jericho, he must have gotten under
Nah.
just kidding. Because he was a good heel, to be fair.
Bockwinkel Jericho was the best version of Jericho. Fight me on it.
Hey, I love No Country for Old Men Jericho. It was great.
I had the one queued up, but since the show's tomorrow.
What are you, a fucking piece of shit?
Love you, Jeff.
Number 2 Jericho underneath Bockwinkel is WCW Jericho and Ralphus.
Yes.
Ralphus is underrated.
Now, where do we put the learning tree in this? Because
Definitely top 5.
I'm sorry,
Learning
I put
Tree's-
anything AEW Jericho in the bottom.
Learning Tree is still new enough for me where I can't rank it yet.
That's true.
But-
That's true.
And I only put the Ralphus Jericho so much lower than some of the other stuff is because I could deal with that Ralphus butt crack ever in my life ever again. Like, fuck. Oh my God. God damn it.
Bro.
That
I
man.
think
I
we're giving
don't
you guys
know.
a new idea for an episode of Dads now.
Between the gap in his teeth and the gap in his ass, I'm like, I'm good on Ralphus being on my screen ever fucking again. Oh my God. Anyway.
Also, an honorable mention I just thought of for Money in the Bank. 2012, it should have been Cody over Sandow.
Because of the way they jobbed Sandow out, yes, I'll agree with that. Because Sandow losing to Cena in like next to no time was like, yeah. However, you talk about pulling threads. Without Cody having so much turmoil, we don't go from this to this. So it's. I'm so mad they didn't do that on television last night. I really am. But we still got to see the moment of him holding that belt up on that buckle in the garden.
Is that like a one-time thing, or is that the championship he's going to be defending?
Oh no! That's the belt that
be a one-time thing.
Yeah, that's a one and done. They can't. First of all, that belt is not even made as a replica. You got to bootleg that shit. Not that I know anything about where to buy those. It was just the fact that was the belt that Superstar Graham brought back to the Rhodes family after all that, and it was just a beautiful thing.
That's awesome.
So, anyway, yeah. So Cody winning, while it would have been a cool moment for Mustache Boy,
I'm kind of glad we got the result we have. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Not bad for a no topic starting show, having 2 topics go a full hour already.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we are going to take a quick intermission. We are going to show Noah's favorite trailer. So hopefully we'll at least get him to come into the light to do his shtick afterwards. We will be back afterwards. If you guys have any other topics or questions that you would like to address us, super chats again get priority. Otherwise, make it good. We'll see you in about a minute.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Here we go again!
Noah, it's your thing. It's your time. You gotta do it.
All the wrestling.
Wrestling. Noah.
It's okay. I do it. It's okay.
Is he even there?
Well,
Yes, he's there.
You can see him. Oh, there. I just don't know if he knows that his cue is now.
It's okay. It's all right.
Here we
He's
go.
tired, folks, like we said. So, gotta get the water going. All the wrestling. And it's not sports entertainment, by God, because we don't call it that shit no more.
Yeah, thank God. All right.
Good try there.
I look like so much more shit with a solo shot. Don't be doing that no more.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you offered.
Yeah, you're the one that switched it over. I wasn't.
No,
back in
I
the-
did. To be fair,
I was gonna say I didn't get solo. Fuck that. Yeah. No.
Can I try it?
No.
We've already done it.
Yeah, we did.
You'll do it
No
next
one
time
dispatched.
if we do it.
That's right.
Unless no one is ready for his cue.
And James, if you did it, stop doing that with your overproducing.
I'm sorry. I just thought I was trying to help.
Nope. No, James, it's bad, James.
I did help.
No, you didn't. I was like, you did because I look like dog fuck today.
What?
Hey, listen.
I said I look like dog fuck today. I did not stutter. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, Flair.
Woo!
Oh my God, it really does kind of sound like Flair nowadays, doesn't he?
Exactly.
All right.
Hi,
Well,
JJ.
I did see a question, non-super chatted, come in from Daniel.
Daniel.
I will star it because it is a nice one. But I'm going to throw to a topic suggestion that actually Noah threw in the chat when we first were saying that we didn't really have topics, since we were just kind of talking about Money in the Bank. He mentioned we talk about Money in the Bank moments as one thing, and maybe we can do that next week. But the one that he posed that I found intriguing was if NXT were to have a Money in the Bank match, who should be in it and who should win it?
Thea Hale.
I agree with that.
Believe it or not, Thea would not be my pick for the women's briefcase.
Who are you and what have you done with JJ Williams?
Trust and believe. I still believe in Chase U. I still love my Thea. But Fallon Henley should have the briefcase.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a universal, I think. God, she is over fucking due.
As far as the match, you have her, you have Thea, you have Lola.
Yep.
You have Gigi.
Oh yeah, Gigi. JC.
You have JC.
Yep.
And you have, see, that's 5. Wendy Chu, just because she just came back in this darker persona of hers, I'm really kind of digging.
Right.
I don't like pillows no more. I traded my pillows for big.
For the men's side of things, I'm torn between two as to who would win it. It's between the young OG Javon Evans and Wes Lee. One of those two should win the briefcase. So
I'd
you
have
got
it be
those.
Wes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of those two.
So you've got those two in it. You've got Briggs, who's really
Yes.
been trying to find himself, and I think a match of this caliber could help him immensely. I feel like you've got Tony D'Angelo.
Yep.
I feel like you've got, I'm going to go with Charlie Dempsey.
Yes.
That's 5. And I think
Did you say Oba or did I miss it?
him in there. And that kind of helps this friction rift between him and Frazier.
Really, you would go Axiom over Obafemi?
Obafemi
Yes.
is the North American champion. Why would you
That meant-
want
you
to
know
throw
what?
him in there?
That's fair.
And I was raising my hand to say Stacks instead of Tony because Tony has the cup. And Stacks is
Yeah.
the younger guy, which is the Money Bank idea in the first place, was to give the younger guys the
True.
chance. So
Okay. I'll concede that one.
yeah. And I love me some Stacks. He's growing on me like a fungus, but I love that kid. Yeah, I think West should win just because I can't ever say the guy's first name. I'm sorry, Evans.
Javon.
He just became number one contender in a different style of match. So, and West has been continually come just short of getting something going again. He wins that briefcase. He's got something going for a year.
It just occurred to me in this current NXT NA crossover that we might get a segment between the family and FBI and Santino, and I'm scared the world will implode.
I need a segment with Santino and Ariana like now.
Yes, that is what I am still waiting for. And some of you who wanted spoilers saw who showed up at the tapings last night. I'm curious to see how that's going to play out on television.
Did you see how far that appearance went?
No. All I saw was that screenshot. Somebody in another wrestling group that I'm in just posted the image that I sent to you two. For those of you at home, if you know what I'm talking about, keep it out of the chat. Let's live spoiler free.
please.
There's a reason why I'm speaking in code like I am.
Morse code. Yes.
So all that was shown to me was the image that was sent to you.
Okay.
So
well,
I'm curious to see, like I said, to see how this all plays out. Put it to you like this way. I'm definitely tuning in to Impact this coming Thursday.
Me too. And I will say, trying to keep in code and Morse code for James, it wasn't just one part of that group. Anyway. I don't know how to Morse anymore. I haven't been in an office that used Morse code since 1993. So it is what it is.
That's fair.
I disagree with this statement. Emphatically disagree.
Yeah.
Because you've got to keep in mind, Money in the Bank, you've got a year to hold it.
Yep, exactly.
So while she may not be ready to be champion at this moment, in a year she will be. And just having her hold that briefcase and almost pulling like they did with Priest, where she gets all fired up to their energy and she starts to run down to cash it in. And then Andre Chase is just like, no, not yet.
Let it cook, babe. You're good.
You know,
I will say
she
this
starts to run down there and Duke grabs her by the waist, pulls her back.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. Two things on Thea. First of all, off this topic, I love that we've got fired up, like enthusiastic Thea back, but her outfits have gotten 1,000% better since she was with JC.
Yeah.
On that. Oh my God, she's too young, Jeff. I think about how old she actually is, and it's like she could literally be my daughter, and it's just wrong. It's just wrong.
It's so bad.
She's just too good looking to be allowed, and she's not illegal, but it might as well be. Now, as far as on topic, she's like just turned 20.
Yeah,
she's literally 5 years older than my daughter.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, she's just barely older than either of our children. And I go, oh my God. Yes, Josh. There's finally somebody younger than you.
Yeah.
Well, Maddie,
Now
you guys
now
feel
to
old on
really fuck
Thursday.
with your head, Jeff. Now to really fuck with your head. Izzy
Why?
Moreno's only a year older than your boy and 2 years older than my girl.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And she won a
That's a night for
championship.
Jeff.
It's crazy. The Izzy thing, as far as her age doesn't bug me. It makes me realize just how fucking long ago her being a fan at ringside was. It's like, goddamn, that was almost 10 years ago.
Can we get an Ovaltine and an oatmeal raisin cookie on that end of things, please?
I was still in high school.
No. Okay. Shut the fuck up, Josh. Click that, James. Thank you. Okay. Damn it. I hate that he does that. You mentioned oatmeal raisin the night, dude. I hate oatmeal raisin cookies. Soft chocolate chip because my teeth can't fucking chew because I'm old as fuck. So yeah, soft
oatmeal
chocolate
raisin
chip.
is an old person's cookie. That's why
I know this, but even when I get to be old age eating cookies at old age, I ain't eating oatmeal raisin because they taste like shit.
I fucking agree.
Let's save your voice, Jeff.
Shut the fuck up, Josh.
That's true. That's true. We do have that.
Save your voice. We have that we can throw to.
I know. That's fair. I forgot there was something else I was going to say, and I totally got off topic because I cracked myself up saying "shut the fuck up, Josh." Damn it! I hate that I do that to myself. But yeah, I think Thea Hale cashing in a win like that for a championship is the perfect way to supersede and get the opportunity to get Noah to have to buy a Chase U shirt.
At stand and deliver.
Please do it then. Please do it while we're there, Thea. Okay, Sean, look, come here. Okay, don't solo shot me because I look like dog fuck. But HBK, come here. We're gonna be in Vegas in all likelihood. I bet you even Statboy might be there. Greg Cherry might be there. They're two of your biggest fans.
Yes.
You've met Statboy. You met both of them. Statboy gave you that stat book, and he idolizes you. Book Thea to be the champ. I don't care if you got to do fucking NXT that contract thing. Just make it happen. Make it happen. Because I swear in the life of my child, if you do it in Vegas, I will go to that giant ass WWE store you're going to have in the Spear because I know you're going to fucking do it there. And I'll buy a Chase U shirt. I will give it to Noah. If he's not there, I will fucking get to Cleveland and hand, or wherever the hell he is, Toledo, and hand it to him myself. Thank you. I will do this, Shawn Michaels. I pledge this to you, Heartbreak. Make it happen.
Heartbreak.
Mr. Heartbreak of the Kid, you will do this for me. Otherwise, I did not. Don't fucking get ahead of me in the punchline, goddammit. We were talking about that. We were talking about that bitch at the Garcia Twins show, and Brie asked me how I found out. I'm like, Iron Sheik, dude. They made Iron Sheik me mad. She goes, that's fucking you. I'm like, yeah, it is me. Because that's the only way I would hear about stupid shit like that. Anyway. I will personally buy Noah's Chase U shirt if they make Thea Hale the champion while we are in Las Vegas.
Yes.
And I will buy JJ's football shirt for whichever, I forget which team it is he's on, after Noah gets his Chase U shirt.
I think you need to not poke the bear. You've been really good with him today, except for the name thing. Let's not start fucking up now.
Hey, it's part of the deal for Noah joining Chase U. So.
I understand that. But we only in the first hour 10. Do not fucking poke the moderator bear.
Why? Why that?
Because it was mentioned. Say its name and it appears it's a big giant loogie. Okay, now. We have a super chat, OBJ. God damn it.
We also have
yes, we do.
Yes.
Commented super chat.
Yes. From Arlene.
Yeah, Arlene.
We love Arlene. $5 super chat. Staying on the topic of Money in the Bank. Should they start building newer stars or stay with veterans? I think it's completely obvious with the way they're going this year that they're trying to build new younger stars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I mean, if you really think about it, for the men, Jey Uso and Chad Gable are the only two that are really quote unquote like veterans. You could argue Andrade, but he kind of was there, left, came back, you know. Uso and Gable kind of, yes, Jeff.
No, I was, you know, I was there. Yeah, I need you to stop. So just go ahead. I'll wait till you. I just want to make sure you knew I was going to say something when you were done making your point. That's why I didn't jump in. I'm trying to be quiet.
And then on the women's side of things, you've got like Naomi and Io. Yes, Chelsea is a vet also, but she hasn't really achieved much in WWE. Io won it last year.
Yeah.
So she's got the possibility to be back to back. Naomi ain't going to win it. I love her, but she's not going to win it.
If Naomi didn't already win it,
we will get to predictions next week, but I am telling you guys right now, it is Tiffy time up in this bitch.
Yeah, man.
God, yes, please.
As much as Noah wants Chelsea in the bank, it is Tiffy time up in this bitch.
Amen.
And on the men's side of things, if the Wyatt Six and a bullet can't kill Chad Gable, that motherfucker's winning the briefcase.
I was going to say, Chad Gable's not a veteran anymore. He's brand new. He done died.
Yeah.
He's a brand new Chad Gable.
I think it was like Black Noir and the Boys. They just made a doppelganger replace him. We don't know who this Chad Gable is.
Human cloning is a thing, boys and girls. It's a thing.
It's a thing. We're seeing it in live and in living Technicolor.
Colin, if you're going to leave before the show is over tonight, mention in the chat room you're leaving. I have a proposal to make to you on air while you're still here. So if you're going to leave before I do it, let me know you're leaving and I'll throw it out there to you. Regarding a open mic night special.
Ooh.
But yeah, I mean, I think with the participants this year, the men's got Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, and L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was in sync. That was good, y'all.
And the women have Chelsea Green, Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, Naomi, and Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What the fuck was that?
Tiffy time. That's her version of LA Knights. Yeah.
Oh my God, never do that again. Okay, stop that. Never do that ever again.
There's still 2 more spots to fill that'll be filled on Raw.
Yeah.
Yes.
But again, I think just by looking at the participants, you can see they're trying to build young, new, fresh talent.
Agreed.
That's why I don't think Naomi's going to get it. I don't think Io's going to get it. I don't think Andrade's going to get it. Jay, Chad, and LA Knight, despite their ages and them not exactly being young talent, I think are some serious contenders.
Yes.
I love Mello. I love his idea for a Mellow in the Bank t-shirt.
My God, right?
But it's not going to be your year, bruv.
I wish.
I love you, Mello. It's just not your year. Although it would be funny to see him cash that shit in on Trick.
Oh my God.
You can cash it in on any world champion.
Jesus, yeah.
Or hell, any champion. We saw cash in
Yeah.
on the freaking or the U.S. champion with Rollins.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang it, Theory. Shouldn't have won that briefcase to begin with. You Vince, you moron.
Dude, to be fair, I mean, Theory was unsalvageable at that point. He needed the briefcase off of him to rehab his career. Like,
no, they did.
It was to the point where you weren't beating Roman, and there was nobody else to beat.
Because there was no other title.
No, well, I mean, Rollins was champion, but yeah, but by that point there wasn't. You're right. Sorry.
I wish he did hold on to it, because could you have imagined him screwing over AJ and Rollins in that main event and cashing in to win the tournament? That would have been heat.
That would have been so
No, James,
good.
that's bad, James.
No, James, that's a
Matthew's
proper
thinking here.
James.
That was yeah, that was really good.
Have Chelsea win it so she can cash it in on Jordan Grace.
Dude, Chelsea getting the Knockouts title back through the Money in the Bank would be fucking epic.
Yeah, it's
Oh my God. There'd be such a fucking pop on Slam. Dude, do it at Slammiversary. Oh my God. Do it at Slammiversary.
She's Canadian, isn't she?
Yes, she sure as fuck is.
Oh
my God. Who said that? Fucking Safet. Dude, Safet just
No,
booked
that's
himself a
Matthew.
fucking
That's Matthew.
Matthew Hofstetter.
Okay, I'm sorry. Wrong. That's wrong comment, dude. That is, dude. I don't know who. I forget the guy's name, but Jesus Christ, dude! Somebody get a hold of Anthem right now.
And WWE.
God, I don't even want the royalties. Just make it happen. Brian the knee.
Like, what the heck is that ref gonna like? Is
I want the royalties,
is Chelsea gonna bring in a WWE ref to do it? Like, how's that gonna
Why
work?
not?
Basically?
Hey, I would do it.
Jessica Carr.
Jessica.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Yeah, true. There you go.
Have her dragging out Jessica Carr to make the pinfall count.
Jessica Carr's looking around like, what the fuck am I even doing here? First of all,
The
Where the hell am I?
The TNA
Wait a minute,
athletic
it's
feature
TNA.
does not approve of
It's
this.
TNA. Have her find Earl Hebner.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Damn it!
That would be the most evil thing to do in Montreal. Oh my god! Have an NXT, have a WWE woman screw over the Knockouts World Champion in Montreal with Earl Hebner. Jesus Christ! Once again, we're booking the end of the world as we know it, and we don't feel fine.
No, we never feel fine.
Oh my
we
god!
I'm doing it.
And you know Cardona would be backstage just popping the shit off.
Hey, you want to
Cardona
join
would be at ringside having a spaz in the aisleway. Are you kidding me?
Hey, you want
Oh my
to? Hey, you want
God.
to join the system? I'll join now with you.
Oh
James?
my god!
James,
Jesus!
you need to clip this little part with Chelsea and that
Yeah,
comment,
probably.
this entire segment, so we can put that as a separate video and try and gain traction with it.
Yeah, true.
Here's what you do. You book all that to happen, and then you have Samantha, who's so pissed off about her man getting jobbed out, knock Penzer on his ass and go, I'm doing this. The new champion. I do the Chelsea Green voice. Oh, my God. That's fun. Oh, that's so good. Yes.
Chelsea Green.
I was going to do the voice. I'm not that drunk. But yeah.
Michael.
Oh, my God.
Bad, Jeff
Nah,
Michael.
the best is us getting
Not
Noah
Michael
to
Cole.
do it. Because Noah just tries to flat out, Chelsea Green. I'm like, no, Noah, come on, do it right.
no.
And
Yes.
we make him do it right every time.
That's right. The one time Michael Cole tried to fucking Pat McAfee busted his balls for it, as he should have.
Yes.
If we see Chelsea Green on TNA, I'll break out in the song. I see Chelsea Green. Cardona too.
Stop it.
Earl
Jesus
Hebner
Christ.
comes and she got screwed. And I
Oh
think
no,
to
that's
myself,
many ways that could be taken.
Oh shit. Fuck.
I don't want
And we say to ourselves, that's a nasty song, Priority.
Anyway.
That's true. That's true.
Oh my God.
Sweet fuck.
See, this is why I don't go on a Monk Night a whole lot anymore, because we get too silly sideways and we never finish under 3 hours.
That's true.
Accurate.
There you are, Noah. There you are. There you are.
He does exist.
He does exist.
Say his name and he
No,
exists.
not say the name. No, not to speak the truth. And he speak.
Okay,
Speak.
okay, but see,
Shut the
we've
fuck
got
up,
to
Josh.
get
No.
Noah's thought process on here.
That's
like
true.
Noah,
Yes.
as Mr. TNA of the panel,
Yes.
if you get your wish of Chelsea in the bank, and then she cashes the briefcase in Canada at Slammiversary against Jordan Grace. Holy shit, dude. Like, could you imagine?
Could you, Noah? Could you imagine?
I could. Although if TNA makes the worst mistake ever and puts the title on Ash by ignorance, then Chelsea Green would be the saving grace of the Knockouts division.
Should become an
yeah,
instant
yeah.
baby face. Has
Seriously.
Ash win, and then here comes Chelsea to cash in the briefcase
my
and
God,
take
do
it
the-
off
oh.
of Ash.
Oh my God! Please do this, WWE. Please, Hunter and Sean and Anthem. Please do this. Like, seriously. Oh my God! And plus,
you got
plus,
Chelsea Green versus Dimeless Dana Brooke.
well, no. Plus, it helps Ash, because Ash can just be so much more fucking twacked out by the fact that she finally got the title and then lost it again.
As long as she
It
doesn't
helps
become
everybody.
champion.
It helps everybody.
Yeah, it does. It does.
She's
Well-
used to it. It'd be like the 24/7 title.
Oh no.
No!
Oh no. What
Don't
were you
ever
gonna
make
say,
that
Noah?
comparison to the most prestigious women's championship in the business.
I'm just saying, as far as her holding it, it would be something that she's used to this. It would be hilarious.
Like I said, Chelsea Green is the moment. Timothy Stratton, it's basically more profitable than any tote bag you can get on Rodeo Drive. So either one's fine.
Yeah, I honestly, God, that it just works. It works so good that they won't fucking do it, right?
No, they won't.
But yeah, Ash finally getting that moment of ooh, like I got it, and then Chelsea's music hits, and here she comes, and it's just like no, but like everybody home's going yes. Oh Jesus!
And just seeing Cardona come out onto the stage afterwards, you know that'd be perfect.
Dude,
I can see it.
Because Cardona's like almost there, like he's almost ready to make the in-ring comeback. So, and considering GCW's the weekend after Slammiversary, and he's going to be there for sure. Even though it is Bloodsport, he'll still be at the event, causing trouble. So
and then you figure you've got Cardona back in TNA with Steph DeLander, who he considers the greatest thing next to his wife. Yeah. And his wife is the Knockouts champion under WWE contract.
And freaking Steph's pal around with PCO, and Chelsea and Steph are going, oh fuck, what do we do? That's great. Oh, that's so good.
Scary.
Well,
there's so much good. There's so much good shit. It's literally AM PM here. There's too much good stuff here.
Well, again, it's the most optimistic time to ever be a wrestling fan, especially with this NXT crossover that could bleed into WWE if Chelsea Green wins Money in the Bank and goes after the Knockouts World Championship.
That's true.
I just and again, we're saying they're staying spoiler free, but I just love it that it's keeping progressing. It's not just this one and done. We're going to move on from it. They are moving forward with this.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I really love it. I see Colin's comment. All right.
Yes, I was
before we move on to
bring some attention to that really quickly, not to sidestep what we were doing here.
All right. So, Cleaver and panel, as you guys know, the next open mic night special will be coming up the one Saturday we don't have anything going on, or 1 week we don't have anything going on, thank God. That'll be July 13th. I don't have the graphic up there because I wasn't sure we were going to have it finalized. It will be our version of Family Feud that we did previously last year. Well, I'll feature that on Throwback Thursday coming up soon. My suggestion for Saturday Skirmish has been both years, this year and last, to be Team JMN versus Team No DQ. Cleaver, I am officially inviting you here and now to be part of Team No DQ if they will accept the challenge. I would like it to be you, Son, Big G, Virtue, and Aaron versus myself, JJ, James, and Walter, and Datilla. Noah has volunteered to produce. Greg is already locked in to host unless plans come up and we have to pre-tape it, so be it. But this is what I want for Saturday Skirmish. I want a true Family Feud style. I saw the WWE men versus the WWE women. That was funny as fuck. I can see that happening with Team No DQ.
Yes.
So that is what I want. And if Aaron doesn't do it because it's Aaron, and Virtue doesn't do it because it's Virtue, whatever. We'll get to other people. Fuck it. I don't care.
I was going to say Josh Cleaver can be a standby.
Josh can be a standby because he's good on both sides. That's fine.
Because he looked like he was a little bit butthurt that his name wasn't on the graphic. So Josh can definitely be a standby.
I specifically didn't pick you because I didn't want to make you choose sides. I wanted you to do that on your own.
Fair enough. I'm not going to pick sides. I'll just be standby for either side if I need to jump in to fill a slot.
Nice.
Okay. But yeah.
Last thing I want to do is piss off you or Aaron.
Well, that's a valid point. Cleaver, I always find whenever you have the opportunity to pop into one of our streams as a treasured moment. You are so much fun. You're great to interact with. You're chill as fuck every time you come on. You'd be perfect in that Family Feud setting. So if you are down for that, please allow me the courtesy to have you help me hammer it into No DQ management and Virtue's heads. Okay, that's fair. Like I said, if it comes down to having to pre-tape it, this will be the one time I don't mind pre-taping one of our game shows. Greg's going to end up pre-taping luck of the draw this month, it looks like, because the original plan fell through anyway. So I am down to pre-tape, but I definitely want you. I definitely want Big G. Like I said, I want Josh there. I just didn't want to make him have to pick sides. I was like, hey, if you want to be a part of it, cool. But I want this to be a definitive one team versus the other, not just 10 of us dividing up. So please let me know what days you do have off, what days we can coordinate with everybody else. But I want this game show, especially the Family Feud one, to really be something fun, because last year was fun as hell. And I want that for this year. So as you allow yourself to smoke yourself into sleep, because Lord knows I know that's a thing, percolate on it, just let me know. And definitely DM me, and we will work on this. We've got about 2 weeks, so we'll get her done. And if we have to move it to the 27th, we can, because that's also way off Saturday. We're just doing open mic night because we have Death Before Dishonor and GCW sandwiching that Saturday. So
I can already tell you I'm off. I can't make it that 27th because I have a big thing that weekend. It gets done.
That's okay.
It's Saturday,
But like I said, pre-taping is an option. I know not everybody's available at all times. Just got to coordinate. But I want this. If any game show concept is going to be one I want to last on the Multiverse Media schedule, I want it to be Family Feud. Yes, sir.
I will say that as far as the layout that you have, one person would probably be unavailable on the 27th, as that's the next UFC watch along.
Yeah, and
okay. So Walter will be tied up with that. He messaged the group chat.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And asked for his image to be Meachamized, and I found a better image and did it for him. So,
okay, cool. I will. Like I said, I'm open to pre-tape. If we pre-tape it, we can air it any fucking day we want to. So it's one of those deals. And Josh said he was going to be off to this topic anyway, so it looks like he already went bye-bye. So that's fine. So yeah, we will definitely work on that. But yes, for everybody watching at home, that is the next game show / special open mic night is Saturday Skirmish. And if y'all missed it last year, I'm going to re-air it on a Throwback Thursday sometime in July that I have a schedule gap. So
suggestion.
Sure.
Just because we've got the time to try to make things happen if necessary, if the no DQ thing doesn't fall into place like you want, why not do Team JMN versus the ATW crew?
Yeah, true.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
And instead of producer, you've got Noah as a contestant with James, with A-Train, with Eric, and then just one other person.
Okay.
Maybe their friend Lex, who was on the impromptu that I was on.
Okay.
So there's your 5-stem right there, if absolutely necessary. And then the JMN side would be the two of us. We'd have Stat Boy, we'd have Datilla, and we could have any combination of Mikey, Walter, or Big G, Josh, Walter, you know, Dory Lou, if she's available to do the barkeep thing with Stat Boy.
There you go. Yeah,
so
as long as it's
all back, how about JMN versus ATW crew? Noah, would you be down to step away from producer to be an on-air contestant if that's the route that we have to go, and bring your posse on board?
Sure.
There we go. Simple answer.
As long as we have two definitive different sides teams.
Yeah.
That's my goal. So that's fine. I'm down for that. Okay, I'm gonna pull an executive and move my own name off the marquee because I'm trying to have my background thing. And one of the things I have up there is a promo for whatever show that is, Money in the Bank. So, hey, Jerry, how are you?
Hey, Pop. Good to see you popping in from Bali. What time is it in Bali right now? It's gotta be like 8 or 9 in the morning. I know it's close to a 12-hour difference from last year when he went in there. It's like an 11 or 12-hour difference. So it's like 8:30 or 9:30 right now
it's
for us
beautiful
West
as fuck,
Coasters.
James. It's so pretty down there right now. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm sure he's living life in Bali. Are you kidding me?
Hell yeah, man. Oh, it's been so ungodly hot. I don't know how it is for the East Coasters. We've had it bad with the heat, man. It's rough.
It's fucking humid and it pisses me off.
Yeah, for him it's
even worse.
Yeah, for human it's bad. It's kind of humid here, but the coolness has started to take effect finally.
I don't mind hot because I'm a Southern Californian. That shit is what it is. Like we're used to it. But man, when the humidity kicks in, it's like I live here because I choose not to live in Florida. Like fuck, can we just not have this Florida humidity sticking everything to my bones? It's gross.
Yeah,
it's the worst. I want to go to Disneyland, not Disney World.
Exactly.
Anyway.
We got another $5 super chat from Emmanuel.
Okay.
He says, "Why not say his name and he will appear? I believe in Joe Hendry. I dare you to come to open mic night. Clip this and tweet it to him."
Okay, I'll be on that.
Well, since he did the gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fun. I was shocked we haven't gotten claimed.
It is pops like that in that little bitty bubble for a guy that doesn't even work for the company, and then pops like Paul got last night in the Garden that still make this shit worthwhile.
Hey, man.
12:27 p.m. They are 12 hours ahead of Eastern time.
Oh, geez.
So they're 15 ahead of us. Wow.
Oh, yeah. He's really living life now.
The 14 million views, man.
Yeah. We were talking about it on Dad's or on the other show? Or no. I'm sorry. We were talking about it on Jack of All Trades. It is now the most viewed WWE clip in the history of Twix.
That's crazy.
WWE's Twix account or any of WWE's Twix, sub sites or whatever.
Yeah.
Joe Hendry's debut is the most viewed over anything they did at WrestleMania this year.
That's crazy.
That fucks my mind to no end.
Yeah.
It's kind of what low-key chaps my ass about them not showing the thing with Cody last night as far as the belts. They literally finished the goddamn story.
Yep.
And they did it in the way that this guy, other than him actually winning it there, has been talking about for over a year. He got on the buckle in the Garden with the ding. And they showed it on digital exclusive.
Digital?
Like, I get it. Most of us are in the digital world now, but some of us still live in the Stone Age and don't do digital.
Yeah.
Should have been aired on. They'll air it next week, I'm sure. They have to.
Which
right?
They won't, because they had such the drama with him and Randy and Kevin showing up to disrupt the bloodline, and then the ultimate fucking drama at the end of the show. Like, you couldn't have that beautiful, heartwarming moment supersede the destruction of the Wise Man. Because that was just too much epic storytelling. And like I said, he deserves a fucking Emmy, Lifetime Achievement Emmy for the stuff he's done with the bloodline. God damn it.
Just fib a little and say it was at the beginning of the show.
Yeah. And the fact that he came out and taped and did the segment with the crowd after it, when they showed him getting in the fucking paddy wagon, it's like, I appreciate the suspension of disbelief for the television audience, but like I said, at the end of the day, this is literally finishing the fucking story. Like, can we get a little TV time for this, please, on Fox? And Fox has already caused enough trouble with their censorship and their bleeping. Like, can we just stop fucking around, Fox? Like, seriously.
Yeah, Fox, dude.
But I am so happy for Cody and for the family that they finally got that moment after 47 years.
Yep.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
All right.
Anyway.
We are going to run Noah's favorite commercial again.
Yeah.
We'll come back. Then we will do the topic that Daniel had suggested. unless we get some more super chatted topics that will supersede the non-super chatted one.
I'll try to hurry on my break then.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
And because a certain simple man is tired, all the wrestling, the professional wrestling. Damn it. There we go. I would give it to you, Noah, but it seems like you're very tired, so I'm just trying to be respectful.
So, JJ, for the record.
Yes.
Scientific theories have been proven tonight.
Okay.
The trailer in its current form with the da-da-da-da-da and the little thing afterwards is enough time for me to leave this chair, go down the hall and pee, go to the kitchen, grab water, and come back.
There you go.
There you go.
If I have to do the editing, we need the Gary Hebert trailer. Throwing it out there. Throwing it out there.
What a quote! I'm gonna call Gary one day and just tell him, "Hey, they are equating your advertisement that they air every week for a bathroom break."
That's right. If we're plugging our stuff, it's a pee break. If we're plugging Gary, it's a poop break. There you go. There's the quote, kids. There you go. Right.
If we're plugging our stuff, number one. If we're plugging your stuff, number two. Sorry to say that.
What does number two do for you?
I know.
Nice try, James.
I know.
Well, number two just isn't evil enough.
Because you're not quite evil enough. But it's true. You're quasi-evil. You're semi-evil. You're the margarine of evil. You're the Diet Coke of evil. Just 1 calorie, not evil enough.
Nice.
That's why we drink regular Coke on the Jeff Beecher number.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
love that clip.
All right.
It's such a great clip, and those movies are full of this type of clips. So,
Yeah, that's right.
Ants on my screen. Die.
All right. So while we wait for some more topics and super chats to come in, we will go ahead and go with Daniel's question.
Okay.
As he is at least a regular supporter viewer,
Mm-hmm.
he wants to know what our thought of the end game for the Wyatt Six is.
That is a valid question. I think part of the appeal is that we don't know.
Yes.
I think had they gone through with it with Bray was still here, it very likely would have ended up being the Bray character getting his ultimate redemption of having been booked like such dog shit for as long as he was. But I think at this point, it's Taylor's way of tributing his brother. So if they're going to have it have an end game, it has to be worthy of that execution. Yeah, they have to do something that is worthy of tributing Wyndham, because otherwise they're going to fart on it worse than they farted on the NWO non-ending, which is dangerous.
I think the only end game that would make sense would be Bo, Uncle Howdy, becoming WWE champion.
Okay.
And being able to break out the Bray Wyatt title to be his championship.
The Fiend belt, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which won't happen for
That's
at least.
the only thing that would make sense to me.
Yeah.
How you get there, that's the $1 million question.
Yes.
Because we go back to the question that I've been asking since they returned. Do they wrestle masked or unmasked?
Yeah.
Everybody knows Bo Dallas is Uncle Howdy.
Sure.
I don't think there's any, secret there. You talk about the suspension of belief or whatever. I think that everybody pretty much suspected it when Bray came back and Uncle Howdy showed up. I think that interview on Raw pretty much affirmed it to everybody.
Oh, so good. So good.
So, do you have Uncle Howdy win the title and then unmask to expose Bo? Do you have Bo just wrestle? Like I've said a couple of times when this topic has come up, Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy were painted as goofy as a pet coon. So if you unmask them, the aura and mystique is ruined.
Yep.
But how do you allow them to wrestle and make sure that the masks don't come off Shockmaster style?
Yeah, I mean, they gotta take.
You know what
the
I
masks
mean? It's
off,
like,
yeah.
But I think that has to be the ultimate end game.
Yep.
Is
Championship.
Yeah.
Bo winning the gold in honor of his brother.
Yeah.
No, I tend to agree with that. Before you move on to the next chat, sidebar, I finally am watching WCW from '93 as part of my little childhood binge or whatever. Because I didn't watch WCW until Hogan showed up. I know I'm a bad wrestling fan. Whatever. Send your hate mail to me. The Shockmaster gimmick was so much more awful than I had ever heard it was. It was so bad.
Oh, it was garbage.
Dude, I feel so much worse for Fred Ottman than I did just hearing about it. Jesus Christ.
Their idea was already scuffed to begin with.
So-
It was a blessing in disguise that botch happened, honest to God.
Well, no, because they went forward with the goofy, clumsy thing, and it did work out for him in the year he was there. But like my ultimate question about the Shockmaster coming out in that freaking furry overthrow thing and the Stormtrooper helmet is if he doesn't fall on his face, talk about end games. What the fuck is the end game there?
Bro looked like he came out of the Andromeda Galaxy from Chippendale's equivalent of it. Like, what the fuck?
He did.
He
It's like
came barging through that thing like the Kool-Aid Man. I was just waiting for him to go, oh yeah.
dude, only Anderson's voice doing that. Oh yeah, that would have been the fucking greatest thing ever. Oh my god.
Oh
Jesus.
yeah, and him doing the goddamn Dr. Claw nonsense. I am the Shockmaster. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Dude, it's like Oli, at least try to change your
I appreciate it.
Jesus Christ, Oli, at least try to change your accent for fuck's sake, you old crotchety fuck. At least try. Golly.
Reel it
Anyways,
back in.
I know. Sorry, I
Anybody-
happened to think about that.
Anybody else here? Noah, what do you think the end game is for the Wyatt Six?
Make sure Bray Wyatt's memory lives on forever. Title's just secondary. More than nothing, it's to honor a man's creativity that was shafted to a degree.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with the title being secondary. I still think if they actually brought it back to TV at this point, it definitely is to do something important wrestling wise. I will say, however, it feels like to me after watching the documentary that they put out about Bray, there was so much creativity, not creative. There is a difference, folks. So much creativity left on that table that they want to get it out there.
Literally.
So I think that is the true end game.
Yeah, I agree.
Is to get all those ideas put out in the best way possible. And I'll dare say, and the people that still manage in their hearts to somehow look the other way when it comes to the old man, with Triple H now running the ship as the head of content, chief content officer. Thank you. I think this is the best way to do it, which is why it's happening. Because if nothing else, Triple H is about honoring the history and the legacy of the company, which is why the moment with Cody happened off air Friday night, because it still had to be done. That's why Cody became champion. So I think. But no, go ahead. No, you're good.
No, I was just going to say you hit the nail on the head there. I was actually looking at the 2-minute tease for the 24 WrestleMania 40 documentary. Triple H said one line that basically sums up the entire direction of WWE's creativity nowadays. It's about how you get to the destination. The GPS gives you a route, but it can recalculate at any time. But there still is an end sight knowing that you're getting to. As far as what happens in between, that's the magic you wait to see happen or the chaos to unfold.
Seriously, that moment with Cody at WrestleMania, handing the belt to his mom, that is what got to me. More than little Nate raising his hand, more than you reacting to the moment and giving that fucking epic line you gave. It was him handing the belt to Shelly that broke my shit. And then the moment Friday night. Oh God.
Because there's one line that I remember more than anything from my call. And I'm just curious if that's the one that you're talking about.
I remember you saying, Cody has, achieved the American dream, which also made me cry like a motherfucker.
The exact words were, the American nightmare has achieved the American dream, before I did my retort about undesirable, undeniable to finally fucking undisputed.
Yeah, you guys on that call was just so beautiful.
But Peacock still fucking sucks with streaming delays, as you were.
That's fair. The one line that I remember more than any from that call, Noah's like, "What the fuck is happening?" And me fighting back tears says, "The Avengers are assembling, Noah."
Oh yeah. That one was great, and that one made me chuckle. The one about the nightmare becoming the dream just made me cry like an idiot. But then him handing the belt to Shelly was just, oh God, I still get fucked up now about it. That's the moment they're going for with the Wyatt Six.
Yep,
dude,
as scary as they are, as goofy as they are gonna be, as scary as they're probably gonna be, and they might get into the goofy here and there. I'm not gonna say they're always gonna be, because that muddles it down. But it's about moments, and Hunter is exactly right. It's about, we've all heard this we have all heard this saying in life. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Yep, agreed.
That's why my buddy Adam's documentary series about his life is the journey. It's not the destination.
Yep.
Because he documents the stuff every day, and just watching that back in a 10-year thing every decade is just, it's a great storytelling framing. It's a great way to do it. And Vince himself said, we're not wrestling, we make movies. We create stories. Triple H said it too. Which is why I have such a hard time with the people that are so hardcore one way or the other.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like wrestling at its best is having a epic story lead to an epic match.
Yep.
Which is why, as much as in the moment it bothered me, I couldn't see my buddy win it in person, having Cody win this year made every goddamn bit of sense in the world. Because the 2 years it took us to get there was just like, all right, I get it. It worked. But at the same time, Sammy and Kevin winning in front of their people, me, was everything.
Yeah.
Right?
That was great.
The Wyatt Six, The Wyatt Six allowing Wyndham's creativity to fully be on display throughout however long their run is, as long as it doesn't like end up being bleh, I'm here for every bit of it. Let's go. The VHS thing on Monday was so subtle, and it led to one of the greatest video promos we've seen in such a long time. But the start of it was so silly. It was like, it's a VHS tape. Like, our generation gets that, right? Kids are going, what the fuck is that thing? You know?
That's why I said, like, you got to give Michael Cole so much credit for selling what a VHS tape is to the younger fans.
Dude, that was amazing.
That was the best shit.
That is why Michael Cole will never get shit from me ever again, because he's become the voice of what we see and hear every week on television.
Some TikTok Gen Z person's like, what the fuck are they doing? Data moshing? Or something
the thing is, I bet you the kids didn't know what a VHS are. Probably the students of that kindergarten teacher that went Hawk Tua. Probably have no fucking idea what anything is. So.
Yeah, true.
Probably accurate.
Thank you. Okay, very good.
All right.
TikTok's still the worst thing this generation.
True. Oh, it's awful. I didn't know she was a kindergarten teacher until I went to the girls' show. I'm like, she was a teacher? Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
And then there was that meme I sent to Jeff earlier today with her face over LA Knight. Let me hawk to you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, God. No, it's such a me thing that I only ever first found out about this chick because she did the line, and then they showed Iron Sheik when he was killing that turkey. Hawk to it. And I'm like, it's somewhat funnier. I don't know why.
I kind of want to make it.
I kind of want to know what all the talk. What's causing all this? Like, what's happening? Like,
no, anytime there's something that's bad that happens on wrestling television, we'll just air a clip of "Let me hawk to you."
Okay, let's bring things back in before we completely lose Noah.
Yeah.
We did get another $5 super chat from Arlene.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Arlene. We appreciate you.
Today's show
do you think Nia wins the title? And do you think Shayna ever wins a title?
No and no.
Wow, that was very quick and simple. Yes. I am going to argue you, Noah. I think Nia does beat Bayley, and I think that's why we get Tiffy time for Money in the Bank, because this whole thing that they're starting up with the two of them, mentor, whatever you want to look at it, Tiffy is playing Nia like a fiddle, luring her into a false sense of security so that just when she thinks, boom, briefcase, cash in, new champ, Tiffy time, bitches.
That's fair, but
even and James, either way they go with that, JJ, if Tiffy only holds it till SummerSlam, then we still get a month of Tiffy time, and then Nia gets a reign that I think we can all agree, after all the shit that we've all put her through in the IWC, Nia deserves a good little run.
Yeah, she definitely.
If Tiffy does go on a long run, I'm here for that too.
Yeah,
I am on the opposite of Noah. I am yes and yes.
Yes, as am I, and I am yes and yes because Nia wins, whether Tiffy cashes in or not. Who is Nia? Who is one of Nia's other long-term partners that there was never really a blow-off?
Shayna Baszler.
Shayna motherfucking Baszler. Mm-hmm. That's how we get to Shayna, is having her be the one to dethrone Nia. One way or the other, however far down the line.
If it's Nia going into Mania as champion, I could see it be Nia versus Shayna that year.
If it's Shayna at Mania and Big G is there, we're going to need to hose him down and buy him a pack of cigarettes.
Why a pack of cigarettes specifically?
If it's Nia and Shayna at Mania and Tiffy hasn't cashed in yet, bro.
Oh my God. If Shayna wins and Tiffy cashes in, we're going to
out of Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay. Forget the pack of cigarettes. We're going to get Big G to the hospital. if Shayna wins and then gets cashed in on, we're going to have to get him a freaking defibrillator. Oh my God.
Not again.
But see, I'm going to go with yes and no.
Oh, okay.
I like Shayna. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I wasn't really sure how to feel about her when I first got back into things. I have gained mad respect for the Queen of Spades.
Yes. Absolutely.
But just like the Beatles' Norwegian Wood, I think the time has come. I think this bird has flown. Like, her time has passed her by.
Yep.
There's too many young women on the roster that they are stacking up and building. Caden Carter, Katana Chance, Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, Candice LeRae, and Indy Hardwell. And yes, I just said that bitch's name in my breath. Tiffany Stratton, Roxanne Perez, Lyra Valkyria, Chelsea Green. Shayna's days are behind her in comparison. I'm sorry, Big G. Don't come after me. Don't kill me in Vegas when we finally meet. Facts are facts, though, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
What what if Shayna's one of the ones?
Yes.
We did that.
Women's
Though. Yeah.
champion? No.
Would you be against her being one of the beneficiaries of a crossover and her being TNA champion?
Yeah, see.
I would not be opposed to that at all.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, you were sitting here a minute ago when we were talking about the crossover. Can somebody please give me Shayna Baszler and Jordan Grace?
Yeah.
We've
already had Jordan
and the Juggernaut. Like, come on, that has got Banner written all over it.
We had Shayna and Masha at Bloodsport last time. Shayna's going to be there next end of July. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason that can't continue, and Shayna makes these special appearances. And if this crossover stuff finally becomes a merger or a consolidation or whatever, dude, Shayna fits much better in the Knockouts division than the women's division. By a lot.
I was about to say like that. If anything, I could see her be the Knockouts champion in TNA only because if Masha gets a hold of that belt because of the whole Alicia Edwards nonsense, then she doesn't get her championship shot that she's rightfully owed. Then I absolutely could see them going that route.
Yeah, I mean Masha O'Shana won for sure because of the beatdown at Bloodsport.
Yeah, so
they gotta run that back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just go full on with it. Like at this point, especially because I think even WWE is going to consider that canon as well.
Isn't that awesome that we can talk about that actually being a thing?
Yeah, right.
A year and a half ago, we're not even having this discussion.
Nope.
No, of course not.
I love that shit. I love that, man.
That's why I feel like, and this is no slight to the fans of said company, WWE right now is the true forbidden door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's why I booked my show the way I did.
Because Tony is still dipping his toes into the same fucking waters.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
WWE in the last 7 months, because we're almost going on July 1st here, has fucked with TNA, GCW. Like, seriously, we're getting some crazy shit. New Japan or Noah, whatever it was. One of those Japanese feds, forgive me. Yeah. Just crazy. All the different companies that WWE is messing with.
And again, and I'm not trying to get a philosophical discussion here. God knows I need to be doing that shit this late at night. It's almost like the thought process of heads of company have completely shifted. When we started, and AEW started 5 years ago, Tony was that young fan that just wanted to give the wrestling fans an alternative to what had become stale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the old man in Connecticut was like, well, I'm doing this for me, pal. Bruce Pritchard has been famous, notorious for saying he books for an audience of one. And ultimately came down to that every time with Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Tony himself has said he books for sickos like him. He's put that on the Twitter. Whereas Paul Levesque is... If Paul Levesque does not win book... Okay, here we go. Here's where I'm not getting philosophical. I'm just going to become a dickhead. If Shawn Michaels or Paul Levesque does not win Booker of the Year, then Dave Meltzer is a completely 100% non-credible piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
Because you cannot tell me AEW is being booked better in WWE this year. You cannot fucking make me believe that.
No,
not after all the mistakes he's made.
And with all the hands in different company cookie jars that WWE has right now,
yeah,
could this be a sign,
right,
that there's secretly something going on with AEW?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the two logos. You cannot convince me that that was done on accident.
No.
That was done completely intentional.
Yes, it was. And I love Max's responses to it because he just totally shit all over it with literally a shit tweet. It was beautiful. Totally trying to deflect.
But Max is one of the best workers that there is in this
gonna
generation.
Say, that's why MJF is MJF, Muckerfeathers, because of stuff like that. Because it would totally be him to do that and go, just kidding, here I am.
Yeah, and I was about to say too, like if nothing else, I mean, even if Tony doesn't win Booker of the Year, unless if this whole thing was he was doing a lot of this dumb shit to make it look like the roles have now reversed and he's kind of played this character and kind of been this dickhead for so long, and that's how we get to that crossover, then hey, we'll come on here and eat our words, I think. But
if Tony's Twitter meltdown of the past year has all been a giant Russo style swerve bro to get us to a true Forbidden Door event, I will literally come on here and proverbially hob his knob and apologize because it's been the best kayfabing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because there's you can't deny that the guy obviously did some good stuff there. And again, it culminates that he joins the Elite if this goes that way, by the way.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't be against at that point if this is the direction we're going. Because then we'll get whoever.
I've been so kayfabe at this point that I thoroughly believe he's lost his goddamn mind. I legitimately believe that.
Yes, exactly.
So if he hasn't, then dude, talk about an Emmy for Paul. Give a freaking honorary Emmy to Tony. Damn.
Sure.
A Tony, a Tony for Tony, a Webby or whatever they call it. Yeah, I'm here for that. But as far as the question that was presented, I think Nia almost has to at this point.
Yeah.
Because, like we said a few times, she's had to fight, scratch, crawl, and get her cred back after what happened with Becky. Because indirectly or not, that moment with Becky cost us a true decent run from Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
And love her or hate her, Ronda Rousey should have been one of the greatest crossover stories in the history of WWE, and it petered out like a fart in church instead. And it's disappointing as fuck that it happened that way. But it doesn't happen if Nia doesn't break Becky's face. And Nia has been shit on for that for long enough. She's got her shit back. She has to win this title.
Agreed.
Shayna, again, I can see both sides of it. I presented the story that she still can win, but I completely understand everybody else's point of view that the time has moved beyond it. But if by moving beyond her in WWE, it means she goes to TNA and becomes a knockout and has in that division, then that's okay with me too.
True. All I will say is this. There's a lot of things that can happen in this wrestling landscape right now, and I'm not ruling anything out. At the end of the day, what I will say, since it was kind of a subtopic to the Nia and Shayna topic. I'll give Tony Khan credit here. Props to him, along with Rocky and Conan, for finally ending that nonsensical freaking war between CMLL and AAA, because it was long overdue. So good on him for that, at least.
We talked
that's
about yesterday on Simply Predicting.
We did. That's a forbidden slab of concrete that needed to be broken down decades ago. So good on them.
Yeah.
Very happy. Hopefully it leads to more collaboration and the walls between universes breaking down even more.
Yeah, exactly. Which that's exactly what needs to happen at this point.
No, it does.
We've been saying it for a long while now.
And again, if you believe, and again, I don't know anybody that lives down there, but if you believe the majority of the stories that happen in Mexican wrestling, it's such a freaking dangerous carny scene that it almost has to come back together to save lives at this point. So yeah, it has to be better. And this is a good first step.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, as far as Tony, whether it's all been one giant swerve or not, yeah, there's some things he said. It's kind of like, probably can't take that one back. So in certain tweets he's put out there, but I have learned, as long as I've been a fan, as long as I've been covering this crazy stuff, anything can happen to WWE. Vince said that for years. I didn't think the anything meant he would be exiled from his own company, but by God, here we are. If that can happen, then people can come back from poor judgment on Twix.
Yeah, for sure.
Even Tony Khan.
And people have before Tony Khan as well. So
well, sure. So
right.
Who knows?
All right. So there's no other questions, no other topics coming in. So I'm going to take a longer break. We'll run the Gary Hebert trailer. That gives people about 3.5 minutes to get some questions in, some super chats in. If we come back from that and there's nothing, then we'll just hit the shills. Maybe make this an early evening, gentlemen.
I'm down for that.
We will be back in about 3.5 minutes.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Gary Hebert, the man, the myth, the legend. I was amazed, and I was looking to become a better skater myself, and I wanted to be like Gary.
When you look at a guy like this, he's one of the most talented people in his profession. He's been given gifts by God.
It can get frustrating at times when you're trying things that, that maybe don't come as quickly to you as other things. And, you never really felt that sense of frustration with Gary. It was always about improvement and positive reinforcement.
Was it really the end? Was that head injury really the end? God has called Gary to continue to be a blessing to others and to be a passionate example.
My name is Gary Hebert, and this is the World Academy of Hockey, otherwise known as the Inside Edge.
I would recommend anybody that have a chance to come to his hockey school. I think it'd be well worth it. It'd be rewarding to all the kids and anyone he coaches, from whether it's an adult, a professional player, to a little kid like a Mike or a Squirt.
Gary, from day one, has been instrumental to my hockey career. I started out as a potential Division III player. Gary brought me single-handedly through high school and into a top Division I prospect. I owe it all to Gary, the biggest legend on and off ice there's ever been.
Listen, watch, learn, be confident, and have faith. Those are the answers I was brought to. Yet, I only now am really learning how truly important those 5 things are.
Through preparation, through appropriate thoughtfulness and thinking, we
can learn to untie the typical knots between our ears that drive us into underachievement and underperformance. And lo and behold, we can learn, I think, to fulfill our God-given potential.
Gary has the innate ability to make people not only better players, but better people. The life lessons they learn from Gary are incredible.
I can always remember leaving that rink knowing as a player I got better or I had something to improve on to get better. And I think that's what you excelled on as a coach, is giving us the knowledge to know what we needed to do to get better.
There's coaches who know the game, but can you communicate and create passion in your kids and in your players? And Gary's able to do that.
Gary's got great knowledge and the great hands, but more importantly, his ability to connect with people and care for them. His communication skills, to me, really stand out, separate him, and that's why he's one of the best, in the world.
Gary's a legend. He's a special, special man.
All the hockey, 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 and Gary. All the hockey. There you go.
We do these stupid things on the internet.
I figured this would be the point where James is like, the documentary is coming soon.
It is coming.
I know I've been saying that for the last 7 months, but I swear it's coming soon.
It's been 84 years.
Yeah, I'll be saying that, and there'll be a fucking geriatric documentary is coming soon.
This fucking documentary is Veer Mahan.
Well, hey, at least you guys got to see a preview. Nobody else has.
Veer is
That's
coming.
right.
Veer is coming. Veer is coming. Veer is coming.
That's
Veer
right.
debut.
That's right.
Veer has been released. We wish him
That's
best in his
right.
future endeavors.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah,
The documentary's coming so hard, we got to see the teaser porn. It's like, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hakutua.
Jesus Christ. Oh, no. He did the thing. Oh, no. Oh, my God, JJ, you're wrong.
Oh, my God.
Noah is just silent, and he's going to eviscerate us all off the earth for that. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh, my God. I can't even fucking breathe.
The worst part about that is that's probably just profiling, and profiling is wrong.
It's out of line, but it's not wrong. Oh, Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Fuck, I fucked up my graphic laughing so hard.
Unreal. I did not.
That was just next level wrong. Jesus Christ, Jay.
Jesus.
Close this thing out.
Well, unfortunately, Noah, we did get a question.
What is it?
Actually, we got 2 questions, and they kind of tie together.
Yes.
Daniel says, my other question for everyone is, if Shane McMahon goes to AEW and debuts at Forbidden Door, how would you guys like to see him do? And Emmanuel asks, I guess the only question is, what does Shane McMahon need to do really to turn the tides for AEW? If it is an on-screen persona, AEW is going to fumble it like any other debut. 1 second, James. I will throw to you first, but let me just give my 2 cents real quick, and then I'll throw to you. Obviously, if he debuts for AEW, we want to see Shane McMahon succeed.
Yeah.
Nobody here dislikes Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
It's corny, it's passé, but we truly do wish him the best in his future endeavors, wherever he decides to land in life.
Yeah, for sure.
We love Shane O'Mac.
Yep.
As far as what does he need to do to turn the tides, he needs to bitch slap Tony Khan on camera.
Yep.
I'm kidding. But he needs to take the reins of creative.
No, you're not.
He needs to take the reins of creative. He needs to take the reins of production. Shane always succeeded when it came to the digital.
Yep. Yes.
Shane will figure out how to create that social media presence that'll generate them the views and the clicks that they need, like WWE is getting.
Yep.
Because if we want to be real about it, Shane is probably the one that put them on the path to the success where they are today.
Yes.
And Shane will do that for them. And then you factor in his creative mind, which I would be willing to bet you that Shane spent enough time under the learning tree of his father that he knows what succeeds and what fails.
Yep.
It's true.
And he's still young enough in his 50-year-old self that he knows what the diehard fans want and he knows what the families want. And he will be able to tap into that for all markets.
Yep.
Go ahead, James.
My thing is, it's not just going to be on screen. There's no way. If he comes in, it's going to be as a management role. He has to come in as a management role. He has got to be the only one to go above Tony Khan if he's hired. That's the only way he will be hired. That's the only way this will go through. Because ultimately, if you get Shane McMahon in, there's your ticket in to work with the WWE and do an Under Siege angle and start an Invasion Part 2 Electric Boogaloo that has pretty much already started with all the other crossovers that have happened in the damn industry at this point. And again, the crossovers all lead to two destinations in America, WWE or AEW. So why not just bridge that, get the Cyber Planet keys or whatever that Transformer thing was and just put that space bridge across. Shit like that needs to happen, and Shane's the guy to do that. Regardless of what you think of him, I know I think highly of him. I know JJ thinks highly of him in a lot of ways. We know Josh is a mark for him, so, there's no issue there. But
Greg Cherry saying that if Shane O'Mac debuts, have him defeat Swerve Strickland for the AEW title.
No, well, let's not overstretch.
Hey, you know what? At this point in this freaking crossover prohibitive world, fuck it.
I mean,
Shane would still be a better champion than Hangman Adam Page was.
Goddamn right.
Said what I said.
Hey, listen, I agree, but
listen,
I'm just saying the only person that could do it is Max. Max should be his adoptive son. Adopts Max, and he's like, I'll help you win the title, bud. Just as long as you do something for me. And this something is to infiltrate WWE and Under Siege. There you go.
That something is to find out how Billy Gunn looks younger than he did back then and give me the secret because my hair is going gray, goddammit.
That's true.
Something.
That's true.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah, there you go. Hi, Noah. Do you want to speak on this?
Yeah, actually, I was going to go to Noah next and let Jeff bring it home.
Noah, thoughts on Shane McMahon, my friend?
I think we talked a little bit about this on the ATW view. I mean, clearly they definitely need a change in creative direction and a boost in their presentation if they're going to widen their audience and give us higher expectations on the growth and development of the incredible young, hungry talent in their ecosystem. So, I mean, yeah, you don't really need him as an in-ring competitor, but having McMahon in an all-elite ring confronted by the likes of MJF, Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, Mercedes Moné, Britt Baker, Deonna Purrazzo, Daniel Garcia. There's definitely some stuff there that Shane McMahon can do to definitely push forward the potential there. So, yeah, but him showing up from Indoor at the War Forbidden Door, people thinking somebody from WWE executives to show up in AEW. It makes sense to me. Definitely be a moment to take away. But we'll see in less than 24 hours.
I will say, and I love you, Noah, so don't take this the wrong way, my friend, but goddamn, do you sound like Mr. Meltzer when you're tired. Holy shit. That's all I Like, I agree with everything you said, but every I'm like, Meltzer? Why? When did he become a part of the? No, we don't like him. What the fuck?
Never. That's
I wouldn't know.
exactly.
I wouldn't know. I don't listen to Meltzer or anybody for that matter. I just watch wrestling.
I was about to say, "You tired" is the best impression I've heard of him. He stutters and he goes.
That's because Meltzer's shtick is almost as fucking tired.
All right. Before we go to Jeff to bring things home, popping into the control room now, after the UFC watch along, is the West Coast version of Mr. Reliable. First question, I guess, Walter, would be, how is it to be on open mic night and it's not past midnight?
Right?
Beautiful. 10:17 right now. Now I see what you guys are doing.
Well, you know.
Lucky
yeah.
How was your UFC watch along, sir?
Great. Pereira literally took Geary's freaking head off his shoulders. Crazy knockout.
I saw a clip of that while we were on the air.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And crazy.
Yeah.
I'm pissed I missed that. I'm pissed I slept in. I'm like,
Right?
damn it.
Right? Ah, shit. Yeah.
Well, he got another one coming from July 27th from Manchester, England. Leon Edwards.
I'm not missing that. I already said I'm busy. That day,
So wait, are you okay? So are you going to be watching that along too, Walter? Yes, you are. 'Cause you're on the
I'll be with him on that. I'll be with him on that as well, calling it.
Okay, so we're not officially off that day except for Mike Knight. Got it. Good to know.
I did say that when you mentioned it, so that's fair. But everybody,
that's okay.
That's
okay.
But yeah.
Well, you just joined the party here. We don't really have a whole lot of questions. We've been letting the fans dictate. We're on what is probably going to be our final question, unless we get another super chatted or whatever. But since you're just joining us, it was kind of a two-parter about Shane. Daniel wanted to know, if Shane goes to AEW and debuts at Forbidden Door, how would we like to see him do? And Emmanuel says, what does Shane need to do to turn the tides for AEW? And if it's an on-screen persona, AEW is going to fumble it like they did any other debut. What are your thoughts on Shane McMahon, AEW? How would you like to see him do, and what does he need to do to turn the tides?
I'd like to see him do well. As much as people think that we talk shit about AEW, we want the competition. It only benefits us wrestling and viewing things so they can get on WWE's level. But I tell you what, we all said that Forbidden Door isn't too forbidden. If Shane pops out in front of everybody, that's a forbidden door. They got a key that they played Link, the whole Zelda, all the way to the end. They collected every item. They got all the keys and unlocked the last forbidden door, because to anyone with the last name McMahon to walk into an AEW, that's a forbidden door. And that I'll be able to forgive them for calling this a forbidden door when everybody's under contract if McMahon debuts. But as an on-screen character, no. I got to see him backstage, learn how to run the company, use him for his knowledge of what he knows, and let him maybe do something backstage. Run it. He doesn't need to be on-screen character. Of course, he's going to show up on-screen at first, but he doesn't need to do that, because we don't need him to tear his quads in AEW, and he'll never get over that. We don't need any of that stuff. We need good writing and good story. Let him be a producer. Let him do something, because that's what AEW is lacking with the storytelling and the matches. Maybe he'll change their style from all that floppity doo-ha and actually put on some good wrestling matches and good stories behind it and give people pushes that deserves it. And maybe he'll work with his brother-in-law eventually in a couple of years, and we'll get a real Forbidden Door with WWE, AEW, TNA, everybody working together. That's what I hope ends up happening, but it's going to take a while. Go ahead, James.
I will argue your point that he cannot be on camera. I agree that he shouldn't be doing anything physical at this point after what happened last time, but I do think you have to have him on camera for this simple fact. In the last two invasions he did when he was managing a company and or brand, he brought the WWF and or WWE under siege. First time was in 2001 in WCW. The second one was in 2016 with SmackDown, or 17 with SmackDown. So you have to kind of go with that motif, because anytime Shane has power, he goes the extra mile with it and shakes the wrestling world up a bit, even if it's, you know, ultimately Peter to nothing in the storyline. It's still the moment of, he said, I now own WCW. It's that moment where he said on SmackDown or Raw, under siege, and they just wrecked the entire locker room, which is probably the best version that they've ever done of that. So that's my argument against that, because there's nobody better than Shane McMahon to run that invasion. Like, at least
get it.
As a think of it like this. Like a military general. Like, he doesn't do anything physical. He has his boys do the physical labor, but he's the one calling the shots. And he's like, here's our fucking war plan. You know?
I get it. But then TK would have to admit his failings to let Shane be an on-screen character.
Yes.
I had to go to this degree to get AEW up there, and he's got to admit his failings. And I don't know if the
he does.
Boy who replies to every little Twitter and X can handle that and will actually do that and admit.
Well, put it this way: if we were just, Jeff, you were just about to say it, and then I'll pass it off to you. We were literally just talking about it, where this all could be a work, because if Shane does show up, then we know it's a fucking work at this point, because then it's gonna happen. You know, I would think.
That's fair.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Bring us home.
I'll make it short and sweet. If Shane McMahon comes in, all we need is Tony Khan to walk up to him. Shane McMahon, knowledge me. Because that's what we need, is that boy's thought process. Seriously, that's what we need. We need Shane McMahon to impart that McMahon wisdom on that boy without his father's other traits.
Yes.
That's what AEW needs, is the McMahon everything Midas touch without the actual touching. Then we're good.
Please do not have him come out and cut a promo where he says, I'm the spawn of the Harvey Weinstein of wrestling. We don't need that, please.
Yeah, no, we definitely don't need that shizit.
So there you go.
All right.
Oh,
well,
simple as that.
We got another super chat during that.
I saw
Sorry,
that.
Noah.
Sorry, Noah.
We got $2
No.
from Manuel, who wants
It's
to
a
know
goodie.
the best storyline of all time and why.
I am going first because somebody's going to steal my shit. I just know it.
Okay.
For me, the best story, even now, all these years later, having the chance to go back and watch it back, the main event in '88 and the doubleheaders, leading to DiBiase, who should still be recognized as the WWF champion. Gosh darn it, G. Willikers.
Yep.
And then, yes, WrestleMania 4 was far too long. But we got Randy Savage as the champion. But that whole story, from Andre not winning the title from Hogan, DiBiase securing his services, the Hebner twins, NBC primetime, the most watched wrestling show on primetime network television to this day. And even then, if you count up everything, it still is more watched than the highest rated cable, which was the Austin Undertaker rematch after the night for King of the Ring. The NBC show is still above that. Not by much, but it is. That, for me, is the greatest storyline. Singular moment. Long term, the Brothers of Destruction.
I'm not going to argue you on BOD as far as long term.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to go back to the summer of 2002 and Hunter attacking Sean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was good.
And everything that followed that. The whodunit, the reveal of it being Triple H, the unsanctioned match at SummerSlam, all culminating with Sean in those shitty-ass, uncompleted tights at the Chamber becoming World Heavyweight Champion.
And that
Just
haircut. Let's
watched
not
2
forget that
days
haircut.
ago. Mhm.
Yes. You think about it, Jay. That was the greatest 2-year feud, and then it led to DX coming back, which was damn near as good as that.
Yeah.
DX coming back was the fucking the stuff of legends, and all because of that feud. Bravo, good choice.
So that's going to be mine. Walter, since you just joined us, we'll go to you, then we'll go to James, then we'll have Noah bring us home.
It's hard to answer. I think you got to break it into different eras, because to me, the Mega Power storyline in the 80s is like one of the greatest story, and then you took a whole year to tell it. Then you go to the next generation. It's Shawn and Razor with the whole ladder and them beefing, and then the Diesel and Shawn breaking up. Then you go to like the Attitude Era. It's obviously Stone Cold Steve Austin against Vince McMahon. Who the hell didn't want to hit their own boss growing up like that and watching all that? So, and then you go to like the Ruthless Aggression era. It's Cena and Orton. So I think it just depends on the eras. It's hard to just pick one.
Yeah.
It's just you got to pick one from each era, I think. And then now, obviously, recent is the Bloodline. Like, how the hell do you not include that in it?
It's like Buffy Vampire Slayer. In every generation, the Slayer is chosen. Like each era has its own thing.
Which, by the way,
I'll
rest
argue-
in peace to Donald Sutherland, who taught the OG Slayer, Christy Swanson, the unrecognized movie, damn it.
Yeah, hey, we recognize it on Set Boy Sports Bar, damn it.
As well we should.
Christy Swanson was there, by God. And also Martin Mull passed away yesterday from Roseanne, among many things Martin has done. But yeah, I remember Roseanne. And I'll carry on the Austin McMahon thing. Had the NWO had a finite conclusion, it would have been in the conversation.
Yep, exactly.
James?
Yeah, see, this is I'm kind of with Walter because this shit can be so subjective. It's crazy.
Well, yeah,
I'd say the Austin Rock trilogy was the best
as far as storyline.
Yeah, because like it's just like two polar opposites, and it was I'm a sucker for just two of the very best going at it. I don't know why, but I've always been like of that mindset. Maybe you know what the sad part is? As great as those matches were, and as great as the storyline was, that's probably what made me a match mark to an extent.
No, that's fair.
Like that to me is like my greatest because,
sure,
you know, yeah, you had your hiccups with 17, but it's like even that, it's like he said he'd do anything. So it's like it makes sense in a vacuum. So I'd say that's probably the best for me.
Noah, bring us home, bruv.
I think for me, looking at generations and companies, probably be here all night, but I'm already tired as fuck, so I'll just name a couple. NXT Black and Gold, when actually I think women's wrestling mattered again in WWE. The story of Bayley and the moment that her and Sasha Banks had NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, the long-going saga of John Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, definitely the saga of Heaven and Hell, Darkness and Light, Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. Still think Shawn Michaels should have won at WrestleMania 25. Still one of my favorite matches and stories of all time. Arguably still my favorite WrestleMania match of all time on a one-match show. I said what I said. And I thought Kenny Omega's story between Dominion one year to the next year was pretty cool. The way he finally won the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, you know, the real version of that title, not the bootleg version we got now. So, yeah. I mean, again, it's kind of like what y'all said. It's a very subjective question when you look at the generation, company, talent, longevity. It's really something that you could literally pick a company and find a great story and a great match that came from it. There's not a great story about a great match behind it. You can't have one without the other.
There, yes, Walter, and then we'll move on.
I just wanted to give a shout out to, they might have screwed it up at the end, but the Main Event Mafia and TNA was a damn good story. Until they started screwing it up towards the end.
Yes, it was.
My favorite part of that story was and I think it's where it peaked, and I don't think that's a coincidence, is when Booker T did his alter ego Black Snow on commentary.
Oh my god!
I don't know who Booker T is. Booker T is on the I'm Black Snow.
Oh, good lord!
Yeah,
Dude,
was
if
shit.
we
Oh,
actually
God.
get a When Worlds Collide pay-per-view
Yeah, Black
with
Snow.
NXT and TNA, we got to get Black Snow back on commentary. Like, Booker T needs to be gone for the night.
Yeah, him and
have Black
Chet
Snow
Lemon.
resurrected. Yes.
Yeah, him and Chet Lemon, and Kevin Nash
No.
playing the role of Chet Lemon, please.
Oh,
Mike Tenay and Black Snow.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, poor Mike's head will explode coming out of retirement for that nonsense.
There's a reason why he left.
Right? Jesus.
Booker T about to hit the thrust kick.
Hey,
Oh,
at least with Black Snow, you know there won't be any shucky ducky quack quack.
I don't.
I
wouldn't
fear there'll
count
be even
before
more of that.
I was about to say he might go. Booker T, Booker T is not the only fan of that shucky ducky quack quack. I'm Black Snow.
I'm just here for
Okay,
the Worlds Collide. Just imagine the X Division match on WWE TV.
Well,
Oh,
if you
Ultimate
want to
X
know
match.
what a NXT pay-per-view could look like, go back to yesterday's Dad's Not Always on Wrestling and check out what Jeff booked.
I'll be plugging
His
that later.
Forbidden Door card was all NXT.
Yes.
he will.
Now,
All right.
oh,
Daniel, unfortunately, I'm going to have to put the kibosh on your last question only because we are trying to get out of here now. So we're only going to stick with the super chatted ones, bro.
Yeah.
We
But we
got a
love you.
couple of years. We got a couple of years in earlier during the show. Next time, maybe something like this comes up, you can try to resubmit it. But we're trying to wrap things up, so we're only going to acknowledge super chats from here on out. I hope you understand.
speaking of super chats,
That
so-
being said,
Yeah,
there was another one from Emmanuel, as he likes to even things up.
yes.
Did
Okay.
Stephanie overreact to Triple H helping out Trish?
This is the wrong room for that. It's a panel of dudes.
No. I'm gonna make this plain and simple. Yes, she did.
That was the point.
Yeah, I was gonna say the whole gimmick was about her overreacting.
Yes.
She did overreact.
Prima donna.
It would have been different if Trish had been stripped down to her bra and panties and she had caught Triple H in that position. But the fact that she was still fully clothed as Trish did in them days, yes, she was completely overreacting.
Yes.
Accurate.
However,
Daniel understands. He says it's okay. We appreciate that, Daniel. Go ahead, Jeff. However,
if I remember right, when they had that tag match, Triple H took a chair shot to the back, correct? At the end of the match?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
All right. Which is fine. Chair shot to the back hurts. Been there, done that. Didn't buy the T-shirt because I was in too much pain to walk to the merch stand.
Hey, I've taken a chair shot to the head.
Well, that was your
You
choice.
both, brother.
I had to be fair, I had a vinyl record broken over my head, and I'm still picking pieces of it out now, 20 years later. But well, actually not out of my hair because my hair doesn't exist anymore, but it's still embedded in my head. Anyway, chair shot to the back, Triple H in 2000, and he fell the way he fell. I think he was overselling just a little bit too much in that position when that show went off the air. That's why I don't think Stephanie was overreacting.
Yeah, but that was after it happened.
Well, no, but she overreacted again the following show because she wouldn't even talk to Hunter.
That's true.
And I think perfect reaction. If you go off the air in that position, the show airs at 9 to 11, not 6 to 9. Okay, so that's that's a little sus, as the kids say, a little sus.
Little sus.
But I'm glad she overreacted because that led to the whole Kurt Angle being involved with Stephanie.
Yes.
That was funny. That was funny.
That I almost wish they hadn't turned Hunter back heel so soon in 2000. because the stuff with him and Kurt was just the business. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was.
But Rikishi maintaining that storyline long term as the lead heel against Austin was never going to work. Love Keish, love Junior. Lost the bloodline, but yeah, no. Anyway, another super chat. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Walter with the crazy super chest for no reason.
That's Emmanuel, not Walter. Walter.
I'm sorry, Emmanuel.
Right
yeah.
Walter's sitting right here with us. He's here. We said his name a long time, and he appeared.
Yes.
Fucking James.
Sorry.
He was watching UFC.
Oh, I'm tired.
Yes, you
okay.
So Emmanuel with another $2. Favorite wrestler? Who's your boy? Mine is Gilbert. Okay, so
Swear to God.
thank you for the $2 troll because we know your boy ain't Gilbert.
No chance. No way.
I'm pretty sure the whole panel can answer for me on mine because you don't know me if you don't know mine by now.
If it comes down to Gilbert or Goldberg, my favorite's Gilbert.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true. Dwayne Bill's a great human being.
I mean, if you want to troll, then my boy's the midget Booker T that The Rock brought out.
Yeah, true.
Macho midget.
Okay.
Macho midget.
If we're gonna go troll status like Emmanuel did, then my favorite wrestler is Mass Transit.
Oh Jesus! All right. Let's see for troll answer. All right. My favorite is. I gotta think about this one because there's a lot of bad ones.
Yeah, exactly.
God.
If anybody has one while Jeff is thinking a troll answer, not a legit one, go ahead and spew it out.
Gobbledygoober.
Gobbledygoober. My favorite's Masquerade of Sagrada. Shotgun Saturday Night. Masquerade of Sagrada.
That's right.
Specifically.
My favorite is
the gobbledygooker. Is it the one with Brian Kendrick at the Thanksgiving John Cena rap?
Nice.
No, the original.
Jenna Maraska.
Wow.
Can't think of her last name.
Chelsea Mysterio.
Yeah, well, I love the entrance with the fucking colonoscopy cam. God damn TNA. All right.
Why?
All
Yeah,
right,
why?
Noah,
give a troll answer. Who's your favorite wrestler of all time? Troll answers only. Wrong answers only.
Troll or wrong?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
either
they mean the same thing.
Favorite wrestler of all time? Nia Jax. Oh wait, no, that's real.
Shit.
Let's see.
Terry Gordy as the Executioner.
Toriano. I don't know. Fuck it.
Toriano. There you go. Yeah, Toriano. That's good.
Toriano. That's it.
All right.
He's the best Avatar of all time. Anyway.
Oh, me? I said Masquerade of Sagrada, but I could give another one. Fuck it.
My bad. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll give another one if you want. Let's go with
no maskers.
Oh, Kazarni.
Kazarni.
Hey, I like
He's a solid human
Bodhi.
being, but that gimmick was garbage. He's a solid human being, but that gimmick was
How about the
horseshit.
midget Bret Hart that Shawn Michaels trolled Montreal with?
My favorite.
It's because of Kazarni. It's because of Sin Bodhi that I got to meet the cat, Stacy Carter,
That's valid. That's valid.
at Mach 1 Wrestling.
Yes.
Yes.
Speaking of meeting people, why
Natalie's
is Mickey
mom's
James?
women's title is signed by her.
Yes.
My favorite.
Here you go. Here you go.
Go ahead.
My favorite all wrestler is Rick Bogner.
Talk about like bad timing. Mickey James is in Connecticut like next week, and I'm here in Cali. Like literally,
That
20
sucks
from
a
my
dick.
house,
That's
Mickey James
terrible.
is gonna be there.
Oh, bummer.
Hey, to be fair, but she sucks. We're doing troll answers, man. My favorite is
Let's do this legit now.
Oh,
Okay.
legit. Oh.
Yeah, let's
I was
let's
gonna- I
flip
had
it
one more
legit.
troll.
My favorite of all time is a tie between The Rock and Randy Orton.
Yep.
Rey Mysterio.
I mean, all time is Hogan but I just like so many right now. If I'm gun to my head right now, pick a favorite. I'm gonna go with Bryan Danielson. No, because Bryan's been my friend longer, and that's more biased than it is. But Bryan is an amazingly nice guy, and he's also a goddamn good wrestler. And Bryan has been consistent when he's not been injured. Same with Max, but yeah, all time. It's going to take a lot to usurp Hogan. I know people shit on Hulk, and that's fine. That's their choice. But it was because of Hogan I got introduced to wrestling in the first place. So that will always be a special place in my heart.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys know mine's Taker. Taker is my.
We're never going to be done by 11. But thank you, Emmanuel. Do the thing, Jay. You do the thing.
No, your legit answer.
Legit answer. Favorite.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say something else, but it's okay.
Favorite. So many. All-time Shawn Michaels. Random Rolodex of plenty of favorites right now. Kazuchika Okada.
There you
go. Teleporting into the command center via the Morphin Grid, the woman who has promised to watch the Fallout episode of NXT if her buddy watches TNA this week. It is none other than our own Ranger of Wrestling, Datilla.
That's the one thing you remember?
Damn right. Because when I go down and do laundry tomorrow, I've got to make sure I bring my back brace up so I can carry you through that review.
Oh my God.
He's carrying Datilla with him through NXT and all the watch-alongs.
Well, you better hope my friend ends up reviewing TNA. That was a part of the
He
deal.
Will.
That's valid. That's valid.
He's
his
an
name?
NXT
I got this.
fan too, so I know he will do it just to get you to get on to some more NXT. But the question is, review or not, are you going to watch the Go Home show on Tuesday? You don't got to review it. Are you at least going to watch it so you know what's happening going into Heatwave?
No.
Boo this person.
She's so.
I have already stated on the air tonight that I am making sure that I watch this week's TNA, especially after seeing the spoiler that I saw from last night's taping. Yes. I want to see how that plays out.
Yes.
Well, you have to remember, not all the what TNA doesn't usually they shoot everything at once just because that happened. That they filmed that's not necessarily that might not necessarily happen this week. It could happen next week.
Well, they filmed yesterday and today.
Yeah.
They did 2 days of filming there. So
okay.
I'm sure it's all going to lead up to Slammiversary, which is what, like 3 shows?
Yeah.
20th. Yeah, it's 20th.
So
2 weeks from next week, 3 weeks from now. Yeah.
Waste of the Knockouts Championship.
If nothing else, at least we got Noah and Datilla here. I got a great parody song for future karaoke. Noah's in darkness, dun dun. Datilla's in bright light, and we can go on from there. So
okay, you know what? Since Datilla's here,
yes,
let's go ahead and run the storyline by her that we proposed earlier.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Because I want to get Datilla's legitimate thoughts on this. So we all know at Slammiversary, it's going to be Jordynne Grace versus Ash by Elegance, right?
Unfortunately.
Blah.
Right.
So,
yeah, no kidding.
So next weekend though is Money in the Bank. What if we end up with Chelsea in the bank, and then Chelsea cashes the briefcase in on the winner of Jordynne Grace versus Ash by Elegance in Canada, where Chelsea is from, to become the new Knockouts champion? Thoughts? Especially if Ash wins it and then she takes the title from her.
Don't put that evil out there, Ricky Bobby. Do not put that evil out there.
Think about it though.
Let me cook, Datilla. even if Ash, especially if Ash wins it, because then it's no different than Dana Brooke as a 24/7 champion. Win it, lose it right back. She wins it and she loses it to someone else. Like, it's like that ghost of her past is haunting her. And you know that'll just make her even more incredulous. Datilla's thoughts.
I'm thinking about it. Realistically, I don't know how Ash by Elegance would beat Jordan Grace, but if that were to happen,
Not
yeah,
even
I would
Morgan
take your
Freeman can
scenario.
narrate that happening.
I would take your scenario if that happens. I doubt it's gonna happen, but I would take your scenario.
Even if Ash doesn't win, just Chelsea coming out to cash the briefcase in on Jordan. When you figure you've got Cardona, Steph DeLander, who's got PCO with her, that's all one stable right there with crossover potential.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Chelsea Green doing that. I like Chelsea Green.
I know Noah wants Chelsea in the bank, but it's Tiffy time. It just
We'll
is
see.
what it is.
Only way that happens is if she cashes on Bailey at SummerSlam.
Don't
Would you
there
care to
actually
make a gentleman's wager, Noah?
Depends. What's in it for me?
I will think about the terms. I will let you know tomorrow during Forbidden Door pre-show. And then you can make your final decision there if you want to do it or not.
Fine.
Chelsea and Tiffany are actually my two picks to win. I'd be happy with either of them winning.
Same.
Karen faction unite.
As
I think
far
that's
as
pretty much going to be everybody's two picks.
Yeah.
if Jordan doesn't lose the title to Ash, and Ash gets so bent out of shape, she could help Chelsea. And the two of them paired together, oh Jesus Christ, the world would implode with all the Karenness.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't put that evil out there in the world.
I shall put that evil out there in the world.
I'm just saying, Karens unite.
That's almost as bad as the Wonder Twins unite, isn't it, Jay?
That one's tolerable, one's not.
That's a very valid point.
Karen twin powers activate. Form of a complaint to the manager.
By your powers combined, we're all going to hell. Dun, 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 dun.
You go to hell and you die.
You go to hell.
You die.
All right.
Patel's like, what the fuck did I walk into?
The usual shit.
She came at the best point, I think, because we're legitimately done.
Yeah.
Like, unless we get another super chatted topic or question.
Stop jinxing it.
I'm just saying, because she just joined us. Unless we get one, we're done. We're going into the shills.
Woohoo.
I don't know if any, I don't know, maybe the rest of us TNA fans were really hoping for Natty. Maybe that was never the plan and we just had it in our heads that it was going to be Natty.
I may be tired from this fucking humid summer shit nonsense, but there's so much anger and wrath in me right now with this fucking Ash ignorant shit for Slammiversary that I could literally rant about this business worse than putting Liv Morgan underneath the bus. But I'm not going to do that.
If you would like to hear Noah rant about that, $25 super chat.
Stop it, JJ.
I like Ash by Elegance. I like the character. I praised the character. I've said a lot of good things about the character. I don't have a problem with the character. But you could have had Grace versus Ash on any random episode of TNA. This was not the Slammiversary match.
Accurate.
If
JJ,
anything,
would you
you
please
save
tell
it
them
for,
her real name?
Yeah.
If anything, you save it for Victory Road on Friday the 13th, where her challenging for a title is a horror movie in and of itself.
God
If I'm going to be there live, I'd rather actually enjoy TNA and not witness a freaking thing I regret.
And yes, her name is Dimeless. Dana Brooke.
Yes.
That's an insult to dimes.
If they could have given it to Giselle Shaw, but since she just turned face and she's a quintessential knockout, I guess they're waiting for Giselle Shaw to pick up some momentum as a babyface.
Yeah, she has a restart, so I can understand why they didn't go with her yet.
Got to move the title to a heel for Giselle to get her big moment.
Maybe. Although I've seen mutual respective bouts when done correctly through storytelling of bright new coming can actually work. Hello, Jordan Grace versus Deonna Purrazzo.
True.
Yeah.
All right, let's begin the shills. You saw him earlier. Shout out to Josh Mansfield for crashing the party tonight. Follow him on Twitter, Walking Hymnal, on Instagram, Mallow Mangram. You heard us reference him earlier when we discussed Shayna Baszler. Follow Big Baller G on TikTok at Big Baller G 1988, on Twitter at NoDQ_ Big Baller G, on Instagram and Threads at NoDQ_ Big Baller G 1988. Datilla, tell us about where we can find you reviewing NXT in a week.
Wow, you're really happy about NXT. Why do I have a feeling you're gonna message my buddy so he can remember to do that review?
This might.
It might have already happened. That's probably, I think.
I'm gonna ask him. But anywho, you can catch me on Ringers Wrestling every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, occasional Saturdays and Sundays. I talk all things wrestling, WWE, AEW, including TNA. For all things TNA, make sure you check me out on Body Slam every Thursday. With Power Morphicon coming up, I do plan to release some Power Ranger content pretty soon. Jotting down my notes, and I will let you guys know when that's out, so you guys can check it out.
Sounds good. And you will be reviewing Heat Rave, right? Considering our deal.
I said I would be.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Damn it, Jeff.
What happened? What happened?
I said that ever since I started reviewing TNA on Body Slam, that I would cover NXT's live paper PLEs and specials, okay? As a replacement.
And secretly, you've been enjoying it, haven't you?
But I Battleground was not a huge fan of Battleground. I thought they played it way too safe.
Okay. Fair.
I liked Against All Odds a lot better than I did Battleground.
Fair.
Same.
All right. Walter?
Yeah, follow me on the X, the Twitter, whatever we calling it nowadays. At Walter Alex Cruz. The Instagram is at Cowfire Farm. Of course, the at Rage of Wrestling YouTube. So check out what we just did with the UFC 303 watch along, and catch me on the No DQ reviews, usually on Sunday, but I think there'll be a Tuesday this week because of Forbidden Door.
Yeah, makes sense. You can find me on socials, on Instagram, The Renegade JJ Williams, on Twitter, ROWJJ Williams, on YouTube, Casa D18 Studios. My Witch's Cauldron has been cooking up quite a few different things that I'm looking to premiere. Not really ready to put that out into the ether just yet. You know, gave a little bit of a taste of it on Dads. Go back and check that out if you want to hear more about it. Maybe next week we'll tease it a little bit again. You know, can't hit you guys over the head with it every week because it's still a work in progress. Don't want you guys thinking the stuff is coming in the next weeks when it's really months away. So Follow the Barkeeps on their socials. On Facebook, Dory Lou Hathaway and Mike Caldwell. On Twitter, Hathaway Lou and LB Stat Kid 1977. On Instagram, Dory Lou and Statboy 13. Follow your friends from the Greg Cherry brand on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Greg Cherry Brand. James.
You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at jhebertside95, Facebook at James He-Man Hebert. I do really cool and dumb things on the internet. You can check out the Gary Hebert trailers, part 1 and part 2. The part 2 we can't really air on this show because copyright dings. So go check that out because it's a fun speech. Matty Laws says so. And also, Jay Hebert's Side is coming. That will definitely be out before the dark. I'll be subscribed to the YouTube channel for another. Oh my God, Jeff! I'm just noticing the super chat thing, but yeah,
he's doing it like it's subliminal advertising. He puts it up there for a second, then he takes it away, then he puts it back up, then he takes it away.
I see. But yeah, go check that out. Be subscribed to the YouTube channel, and yeah, be ready. Be ready for whatever shenanigans that Jay Hebert's Side will cover. That'll be fun.
Noah, if you're still there from all this chaos.
Why is my thing up? Oh, I guess it's my turn. Okay. Yeah. Follow me if you choose on the Twitter and on YouTube. Fuck it. I'm just gonna give it to you. Follow me on the Twitter and on YouTube if you choose. And then Foster 1968 for all things wrestling. Again, we'll be back here. East Coast, it's already Sunday, but West Coast tomorrow. So stay tuned for our coverage of AEW Forbidden Door. Then stay tuned, of course, to give your own simple assessment on my simple YouTube channel. The forum's there as well. You can still fill out your predictions. They're not final till 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll do our pre-show, I believe, also 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So feel free to stop by and hear us talk before Renee Paquette, Stokely Hathaway, Rocker Romero, and Jeff Jarrett friggin' talk. And then we got City Predicting later this week for both Money in the Bank and Heatwave. As always, humidity fucking sucks. And also wish to encourage you to adjust your life and enjoy professional wrestling too. And X is going to give it to you. It's as simple as that.
Nice.
All right. And I think at that point, I am going to turn things over to Jeff.
Oh, okay. It's my turn.
Because I'm seeing things that look like they've probably been deleted because, yeah.
Yeah, because they were out of date.
Numbers and stuff. So
yes. Yeah. All right. First of all, I'd like to thank Bree and Nikki Garcia, Britt Baker, and the Lawrence brothers for an awesome night Thursday night because it was just batshit crazy. I didn't take any pictures because I was too drunk to remember. I'm being real. So there's that. Please go back in the archive.
As Bree was, right?
No, there was nobody in the room. I think Bree was drunker than the room combined.
Yep.
That's
God
a
bless
dangerous thing.
Bree was in Bree mode when she entered the building.
Accurate. It's called the Mom's Gone Wild Tour for a reason, and Brian and Artem were nowhere in sight, so they were having fun. Good on them. Go back in the archives of the Greg Cherry brand and the Jeff Meacham Network and watch Jack of All Trades from last Thursday. One of the most fun times I think we've ever had in the history of either channel. Just Jack of All Trades took 3 hours. I think the actual game show part of it took up maybe 45 minutes of that. We were just bullshitting with this guy for 3 hours.
I was going to say, make sure you've got a 3-hour block of time available before you click play. You know,
so
Greg,
fun,
it might behoove Greg to go back and to edit it and put up a video of just the game and a video of just the bullshit.
Yeah. No, he's been chopping, putting up little clips up as he said he was going to do with his social media. Putting up, it's funny. Like, I'll put it this way: for those of you that missed it, Maven was a contestant. We had a video call like on his phone from Chris Van Vliet cameo, and we had a text run in from The Undertaker. Just saying.
Legit
happened. Undertaker tweeted Maven during the show. Or not tweeted, text, excuse me. So,
yeah.
Also,
the
go
point
back
where
in
I actually commented, and Maven verbally discussed why he won't call the Undertaker. Like
Yeah,
he called
yeah.
Chris Van Vliet, and he answered, and we got that
Right.
voice cameo.
It was funny.
As soon as Taker texted him, I was like, I will super chat if you are willing to call the Undertaker and see if he answers.
Legit.
Because
Legit.
just to have gotten Mark's voice on
God.
a show on the multiverse would have been worth it for me.
Oh,
seriously.
And of course,
No,
he said that he wouldn't, and he explained why. And he's like, I know the fans understand that. And yeah, I totally get it.
Totally get that.
Oh, and then the
Also, go
coach
back-
too.
Yeah, then the coach
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot Coach popped in there briefly. Jesus Christ.
He
Anyway,
had like a
my God.
3-minute long message because, as usual, Coach doesn't know when to stop talking
Yeah, that's
to his own
that's-
admission.
That's why Coach should come on our show
That's true.
because he'd fit right in around here.
Mhm.
Also, go back in the archives from yesterday and watch the dads and I was in wrestling book our own versions of Forbidden Door as well as Simply Predicting. Watch this before tomorrow because once this show starts, that show's kind of useless. But please go back and watch it before now.
Definitely
7
go
Eastern.
back and watch the Dad's Forbidden Door one because I want people sounding off during the pre-show about which show they would rather see. The 14-match nonsense that Tony Khan has booked, the 14-match nonsense that I booked, or the pay-per-view that Jeff booked.
Yes. Let us
Sound
know.
off and give
because
thoughts, please.
They'll be going live at 7. So I guess we're going live at 6, is what we're going to be doing. 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. So that'll be tomorrow. Please, everybody, tune in. AEW, whether you agree with their booking philosophies or not, they always deliver on pay-per-view. I've been hearing it all week, and I 100% agree with it. So please check it out. This is an announcement of a date and time change going forward, at least in July. Statboy Sports World will now be on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, while Michi's Musings will be on Tuesdays at that same time. We would like to thank the folks at the Spark in retail service for screwing up Mikey's schedule so bad that we can't get our fucking schedule straight here in the Multiverse Media. So thank you to the Spark.
And for those of you that don't know what the Spark is, that's Walmart.
I was trying not to throw Mikey's boss under the bus, but okay, cool.
They're my ex-bosses, so I will.
I know, mine too. Mine too. And they're also currently keeping the roof over this head.
Mine
So
three.
I'm trying not to. But, you know.
Wally World, as I like to call them.
So yes, to the so I mean, if we're gonna be that guy, specifically to the Wally World in Sevierville, Tennessee, we thank you for your dipshitness and fucking up our multiverse schedule. Now, the Greg Cherry Show, of course, will be on Wednesday, also at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, followed immediately, and I do mean immediately, by our coverage of AEW Dynamite's Beach Break in the glorious, notoriously known beach town of Chicago, Illinois. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Fuck Tony. Followed immediately-ish at 10:30 p.m. Eastern by Simply Predicting of NXT Heatwave. I don't have anything scheduled for Thursday or Friday as of yet. You know me. I'll find something to get into because I get bored as fuck when I'm sitting here doing nothing. Open Mic Night, of course, will return Saturday night. But before that, we will have not only Simply Predicting of Money in the Bank at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, but our coverage of Money in the Bank on Saturday night, roughly 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific again, because WWE, for as long as we've been watching them, has had their pre-show at 7, regular show at 8. Now, they're going live at 7, so we have to go live at 6. Yes, sir?
Do keep in mind that Thursday is 4th of July.
Okay, so Thursday, I'll probably put up some retro content because I'm probably going to go eat a lot of bad food and watch things blow up. So we'll see how it goes.
Same.
Just saying, like, you know, you may not want to worry about some kind of live stream on Thursday. It is the 4th.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And Friday the 5th, I'll turn that into my throwback. I'll call it Flashback Friday. I'll throw some retro content or think some, you know.
You know what? If you guys need a piece of content, here's an exclusive. Fuck it. We'll make it official. Jay Hebert's side, because I'll pre-record it and it will air on the 4th. There you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
All right, you heard it here first, kids. And, of course, our coverage of NXT Heatwave will be Saturday, July 7th, my mama's birthday.
Sunday. Botch.
Okay, well, either way, it's still my mom's birthday, so I don't care about what day it is.
The graphic says Sunday. He just, by habit,
I
said Saturday. So
I said Saturday for habit at WWE. So yeah, Sunday, July 7th, also at 6 p.m. Eastern Pacific, because for the same reason I stated. And then the
with Walter on
regular
color commentary for that one,
Yes.
because they have me working at 6 o'clock. So
yes,
I might
And-
be able to pop in for part of the pre-show, but I won't be able to be there for the actual show.
and the regular weekday shows remain the same the following week, but then we get into, of course, the finals of the Owen Cup in Calgary on Wednesday, and our coverage of a free show, which is awesome as far as YouTube goes. Prestige Wrestling's Combat Clash up in Portland, Oregon on Friday night. I'll have to look at the time on that. But yeah, we went from having a huge gaposis of content to we've got like 4 days off this month. So good on the business for keeping us busy.
Yeah,
and of course, until we're done, please keep in mind. Thank you.
God damn.
What the hell was that?
Don't worry about it, Noah. Just don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. This is not the distraction you're looking for.
So Noah, do you want to do your closing like you always do?
Oh wait, hold on. Because he had shown the graphic for the Prestige Wrestling show that we were going to do.
Oh yeah.
It reminded me that earlier today they announced that at their Roseland 9 show, which will be in Oregon, Donovan Dijak has been booked.
Nice. Good
Yeah,
for
good for
Dijak.
him. I'm just pissed he got released right after he got called up. I thought they were going to do big things with him.
Well, he didn't get released. His contract expired.
Right.
Big difference.
Yeah, he made an appearance in Indie show tonight. He was not kidding. His contract was allowed to terminate. So he is done. And good on him, man.
But Dijak will be a part of Prestige Wrestling in September 29th show.
Hey, that's my birthday.
Yes. There you go.
So if they end up offering that one for free too, then we
go.
may end up calling Dijak, and depending on the response he gets there will depend on if he does more bookings and Prestige comes to California. So we may be able to get to see him. So
And his booking info is out there. We can always bring him on open mic night or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
and then of course with all the other things that Jeff mentioned, official as of tonight, Walter's next watch along will be July 27th, UFC 304.
Yes.
So make sure you are following Rage of Wrestling on YouTube for all of his UFC content.
So there you go.
Yeah. We had such a good week. I got to see people I haven't seen in a while. I got to meet people I've never met before through this beautiful thing we call the internet wrestling community. And I just know that when we start the new month on Monday, it's just going to keep on keeping on. I love it. And again, we're almost done, and we still got everybody's channel engaged. So you love to see that shit.
There you go.
Yeah, somebody pointed out on social media that the first of the month, the first of the second half of the year starts on a Monday. It's like if there was ever an opportunity for a fresh start for the rest of the year, there you go.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But please don't forget to stop by tomorrow and. Sorry, go ahead.
So first day of the work week, first day of the second half of the year, first day of the month.
Yes.
Beautiful. Apparently, Arlene is telling us to stall.
Okay. Good
No.
But yeah, as far as Monday being a reset, feel free to stop by tomorrow and super chat the fuck out of our watch along, though, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it is the last day of qualifications, and every penny helps.
Yeah, that's it.
We've gotten a good amount of super chats today. Thank you very much to Arlene and Emmanuel.
There it is.
And we just got another super chat from Arlene.
Woo-woo.
God damn it. $5 super chat, the last one of the evening. Who do we want
Always
as
think.
prizes for WrestleMania in Vegas? Well, got to get the Godfather in there, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Charles Wright, he lives in Vegas. He runs a strip club in Vegas.
Yes.
Think that's got to be a given. Rob Van
Yes.
Dam, it's going to be on 420.
Yes.
Got to get him in there.
RVD smoking out Noah in the middle of the ring would be a surprise. Just saying.
And then, just for shits and giggles, because it's Vegas, get the honky tonky man in there, the Elvis impersonator, baby. Get him out there for Vegas WrestleMania.
I was gonna say, my surprise, AEW gets involved because their first show was in Vegas, so it makes sense. I've been calling that for a while.
No,
Joe Hendry.
Yeah, seriously, Joe Hendry would be a hell of a. I mean, it probably won't be a surprise by April that Joe Hendry's there. In all honesty.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. Did somebody say his name?
Oh. Do you believe, Bo?
That was still so good. I love it. All right. So anyway, Dattila surprises.
Oh,
Oh, here you go. Here's a good one. Documentary's finished for WrestleMania 41. No surprise. God damn, they're still trolling you. They're gonna troll the fuck out of you till that shit's actually done.
Oh yeah, I know. It'll definitely be done before 41. I'll tell you that right now. It ain't gonna take that fucking long.
I'll
Holy
believe
shit.
it when I see it, bro.
No, trust me, it ain't taking that long. No way. I gotta get done by the summer anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
End of summer now because it's summer's already started.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go ahead, Dattila. We totally like ran over your comment. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Besides RVD, maybe Snoop Dogg.
Yep.
I'd say
RVD and Snoop Dogg.
RVD and Snoop Dogg, yeah.
Oh Lord.
I'm not sure if it would be a surprise because his nose probably just lead him there at that point, especially on Sunday.
God no! God no!
Fucking fall. Oh no!
Well, Noah, you gotta
It's
answer
some
this.
more. It's some more.
No,
Hold
Noah,
on,
you gotta.
Let's finish the one that we're on, James.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say with Noah. Like
I am. Yeah. No. I'll both have to answer.
Oh yeah, true. Well, I think Walter said Joe Hendry, but
Walter, Rob, Matt Riddle, and Snoop Dogg. Fatal Smokeway.
Yeah, right.
Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna kill Willie Nelson with these four young pups. He's gonna expire in the middle of the fucking ring. Are you kidding me? He's 90 something
Snoop Dogg
now.
said Willie Nelson outsmoked him, and
I fucking believe it.
Dude, even Toby Keith made a song said, "I'll never smoke weed with Willie again."
Shit, can you blame him?
And well, he'll never get that chance. May he rest in peace.
I was
But
gonna say, I don't think it was the cancer. It was probably trying to outsmoke Willie Nelson that did him in. Poor bastard. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
all right,
Anyway,
one more
Noah.
super chat from Arlene. Oh no, go ahead, Noah.
Noah, on the question of surprises for WrestleMania in Vegas, buddy, you gotta go.
Willie Nelson sings "America the Beautiful" while smoking weed, as you were.
Oh, I'd love that. That'd be cool. That'd be legitimately awesome if you did that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Who wins
Noah
the
in
main event at WrestleMania?
Ooh.
I think it's way too early to figure that one out.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
we can see where storyline leads.
Yes.
Yeah, I honestly think the way the Bloodline Civil War pans out will dictate the path for that. Honestly, because Roman coming back as the babyface, he's going to come back, especially after how they fucked up Paulie yesterday. Roman's going to come back as a monster face. So what did he fight now? What did he fight?
He said good night, and I don't blame you, no.
I don't blame you.
Get some sleep anyway.
Jesus. Oh shit, we got TV static. Oh no.
He does need sleep. I don't blame him.
I gotta think they gotta circle back to Roman Rock, especially if the Rock's behind this whole dark side of the bloodline. They gotta circle back to Rock and Roman.
Yeah.
But you don't
Bootleg
need a Rumble for that,
Bloodline.
I think.
I'm sorry, Judy. What day?
I said, but I don't think you need the Rumble for that.
No.
No, but
We've said forever we don't need the title for that story.
No. So yeah, as far as the Rumble, I'm
gonna go on a limb here.
Okay.
And based off of what we were talking about earlier, I'm gonna go with Bo Dallas.
Oh, there you go.
At this point right now, I'm gonna go Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy.
I'll go a wild card pick and go Dustin Rhodes just because of the story pitch I picked earlier because of AEW getting involved, possibly. Because if Cody still holds the title, then makes sense to run it back in Vegas. And there goes Noah.
Yeah,
I was answering back in private chat.
In the private chat. I'm just too effing spent night all. God, I hate this humidity.
Yeah.
Night, bro.
No, I agree, man. People that don't exist in humidity on the regular, it just does not fucking compute. It's gross.
No.
Yeah, true.
No,
awful.
I know. When I was in Texas, that humidity almost got to me, man.
Oh, fuck
It's
Texas for
fucking
the
joke.
humidity.
Dude, Texas, it the gravity just of the weight of it just brings you down.
Yep.
And it's like you flew all that way, got literally way to the ground, and you didn't fucking see anybody they were going to meet. That's ridiculous.
Well, it doesn't help that you have tornadoes coming in that part of the area.
Shit, right? Oh my god,
tornado!
It is
Tornado Alley.
Weather has been
you could
over like big time. You got to figure. I go out there when I do my Uber Eats, and I'm out there for about 5 to 6 hours. My car has no air conditioning.
No.
I'm in the middle of the desert.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
And Jeff knows there are very few trees around here that give off any kind of shade. So while I'm trying to sit there waiting for an order to come in, I am just sweating to the point when I get home, I'm virtually dehydrated.
Yeah.
No, for real.
And that heat just sucks all the energy and life out of you. So I get what Noah's going through, man. And dude's always rocking a suit for us on the air, looking as sharp and dapper as can be. I can imagine what he's feeling right now. But anyways, who wins the Rumble to main event at Mania?
Yeah, it's like I said, I love and appreciate the money, but it's literally not even July yet. We're still kind of coming off the WrestleMania hangover from this year.
Yeah, exactly.
If I have to pick right now, I can't argue with Uncle Howdy. I can't right now.
Yeah.
It just
I'll go on a limb
makes
and pick the women's and say Jade.
There you go, Jade.
Dude, if we end up getting to go to Vegas, I know there'll be at least one moderator in this room who would pop like a hell for Jade being in the main event. That'd be legit awesome. I really think I like both of your ideas though. Like Uncle Howdy would be great. Dustin would be so fucking cool. Just to give them that moment at WrestleMania would just be amazing.
Dustin versus Cody for the title at Mania.
Yep.
That would be huge.
That would be the way Dustin can get the belt as well. Like that would.
Well, no,
dude. Like if
I don't necessarily know if
Dustin is another one. His time has passed him by.
Yeah.
It's passed him by, but who's to say you can't give him that moment and then have somebody cash in on him after the fact?
Why though? That cheapens it.
It cheapens it. If anything, cash in on Cody. Have Cody beat him in a respectful match. They embrace. There's no chicanery, and then whoever Cody's beefing with or whatever can come out and make that the thing, and that leads to Cody's program from Mania to SummerSlam.
Have it be LA Knight who cashes in Vegas.
Ooh, yeah, true.
The mega star.
If LA Knight wins the briefcase next weekend, I want that to be the scenario. I want him to cash in at Mania and pull a Rollins. That's exactly what I want.
Yes, Walter.
To be honest, I would only book that Dustin and Cody thing if WrestleMania was in Madison Square Garden. That was the only way I would actually book that.
I only say Vegas because their match that they had happened a Double or Nothing in Vegas, so it makes sense with the theme.
Now, I'll tell you guys this right now: if LA Knight cashes in and becomes champion of WrestleMania, I swear, like you told me about the booking, you asked me about JJ, I will find a fucking way, and we will throw one back for our mutual buddy if Sean Ricker becomes the WWE champion.
That would be cool.
Yep.
Dattila
Has to be Missouri, like, you know, some sort of southern whiskey. I forget what person like to drink. I'll find out again, but yeah, definitely.
Dattila.
I think it's too early to be talking about who wins the Royal Rumble and main event WrestleMania. Honestly,
well, sure.
If I would throw someone out on a limb, it would be LA Knight.
Yeah.
You know? But I think it's
Walter's
just too
like,
early.
Poor Walter's like, I'm not fucking home. I don't know what lighting works right now. God damn.
You saw that, right? I'm like,
yeah, right.
That's why I keep a lamp on each side of me, so that when it gets to be nighttime like this, pop them both on, and I'm well lit.
There you go,
dude. You know, Walter's been out working in his brother's field, dude. He has got himself a good amount of pigment, dude. Good for you. Out there
I've
working
been
your ass
feeling
off.
dehydrated every day out here, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, I figured out the jug I got based on when I was working at Disney, it equivalates to 6 of these things a day. That's to keep my damn near 300-pound ass hydrated. That's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to, whatever you weigh in pounds, you're supposed to drink 2/3 of that number ounces wise.
True.
So 200 ounces a day is my goal every day, just to make sure I stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen Thursday, which is why Friday was tough. Didn't happen on the cruise, which is why I almost died. Thank you, Will Ospreay and Ashley D'Amboise and Sarah D'Amboise. Good Lord. But yeah, water is, especially out here in California now, brother. You gotta change your strategy.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough.
That's a fair point, Emmanuel. That's a very fair point.
That would be a pop moment if a TNA star won the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Like we could have very easily had it with Mickie James. Yeah, I wish Mickie James would have won that Royal Rumble where she came as Knockouts champion, just to make the world go, "What the fuck is happening?" But we weren't where we're at now.
Yeah.
If Mickey's in the Rumble this year as Knockouts champion, it would totally fucking happen.
Yep.
That's right.
Triple H would have the balls to book something like that.
He would.
I think he would.
And again, that's what we were talking about before Dattila and before you came in, Walter, both. If Tony Khan is Booker of the Year again over Hunter or Sean, I'm going to save my money and fly to NorCal and punch that guy in the face. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
What the fuck are we doing? Don't go to jail over him. He's not worth it.
Because it's so stupid. It's like the WWE has been the best book it's been in a generation, at least.
Yep.
And it's because of those two guys.
Yep. And
DX
you can have
is
The Rock in there too.
DX is booking better than the freaking fanboy from wherever the hell the cons are from.
I forget now.
All right.
There's your headline. The DX is the bookers of the year. Do you ever think we'd say that in 1997? Jesus.
Yeah, right.
All right. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. We've
Yes,
done our shills. The super chats are done.
Which we appreciate the fuck out of.
For the Simple Man, Noah Foster, the MVP of the multiverse, for Josh Mansfield, for Mr.
Yes.
Reliable, for Dattila, for the Heeb Man, for the man who runs things around here, Jeff motherfucking Meacham. I am the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams. Thank you very much for joining us for these 3.5 hours.
Yes.
And we will see you guys next time.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.